you to this fabulous event. This is our show and tell. This is where we get to tell you how great we are and how this opportunity is so amazing. And so I would like to know how many of you are here for the first time? Wow! Okay, so get ready, because today you will be informed, you'll be motivated, you'll be inspired, and I think that your heart will beat at a different rate by the time we're done with this event. And so just prepare mentally, because you will be introduced to our wonderful line of products. They're science supported. We have a doctor that will come and talk to you about them. And so you will also see the compelling stories of our founders, Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis. Our Chief Visionary Officer will also on video share his vision for the company. We're 10 years old this year. So, we're young, but yet we have experience. And so that means that we have been somewhere, we are here, and we're going this way, and he will share that. And you'll be impressed with the facts, the numbers, the facts, and everything that we're about. So this will happen. We will also have numerous leaders that will come up on stage and talk about their journey with Jeunesse. We'll give you testimonials. Some of them will share the compensation plan, how you can make money. Are you interested in that at all? Or, if you say no, I don't believe you. So this is all going to happen in the next few hours. And then at the end, when you need to make decisions, when you need to rub shoulders with leaders, talk with the one that brought you here, well, we will have lunch for you. So all of this is in store for you. We are excited, we're ready, we're pumped. The one thing I will ask you as a favor is if you can silence your phones, because I am known to answer calls when phone rings. So if you don't want me to go answer one of your calls, well, make sure that it's on silent mode. And other than that, just sit tight, open your minds, open your heart, and just let it all in, because I know that today you will fall in love. Have a great day.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm round of applause for Double Diamond Director Calvin Becerra.
Check. Okay, you guys can hear me. So welcome to Discover Jeunesse. My name is Calvin Becerra. I flew over here last night from Southern California, from Corona, California. And I'm happy to be here today to speak to you guys about Jeunesse and just to tell you guys why Jeunesse. I'm 38 years old. I've been in network marketing now since I was 26. I want to tell you a quick story about myself so you know how I got here today. But and I want to tell you, why I decided to join Jeunesse 4 short years ago. But I grew up with a single mom in Northern California, a twin brother. We grew up in the projects, low-income housing in Northern California, Richmond, California. And I remember at a young age, my mom instilled in my brother and I work ethic. And that was an important thing that we learned at an early age, because we saw, my mom struggling when we were younger, and my brother and I at 8 years old decided to go outside and start working on our own. All of our friends were out playing football or playing baseball on baseball fields, and my brother and I were knocking on doors, and we were washing cars, and we were doing yard work, and we were doing everything we could to help our mom pay the bills, to keep the water hot, keep the electricity on. And as we got older, we carried that work ethic into high school. And we went to an all-boys private high school in Northern California called De La Salle High School. And we took the test to get in. My mom was sad that we got accepted to get into that school because she couldn't afford to send us there. But my brother and I understood the value of $1 and the value of hard work. And we worked 3 jobs a day to pay for our own tuition to go to that school. We were janitors in the morning at a local collection agency, just some office buildings. We went to school, we went to our sports practice. And after practice, we'd run to Exxon gas station where we were the shop boys. We pumped gas and we fixed flat tires and changed the oil, and we cleaned up after the mechanics left. And then for 3 hours a night until 11 p.m., we worked at Applebee's restaurant, where we were a host, and we just sat people at the tables. And I remember we'd run as hard as we could to the BART station, which was like the subway, the train station in Concord, California. And we try to get the last train home, and sometimes we'd miss. And if we'd miss, we kept the key hidden by the gas station so we could sleep in the bathroom. And I remember we kept hair gel there and some extra t-shirts and a change of underwear and whatever if we missed the train. But that happened to us often. And this isn't a story so you can feel sorry for us. It's just a story of where I come from. And I really believe that a person's success is determined on their story, when their story starts in life. And we graduated high school at the top of our class. We got full ride scholarships to go to the University of Southern California, and that's how we ended up down there. And we graduated at the top of our class. We were the first ones in our family to go to college and get our degrees. And then both of us went into business. I got involved in real estate and mortgage banking. The timing was right for that industry. And I didn't know anything about that industry. I didn't know real estate. No one in my family ever even owned a home. And I didn't know mortgage banking. I never met anyone who was a banker. I just knew that I had an incredible work ethic. And if I met somebody who was successful in whatever field I wanted to pursue, they would teach me. I would be mentored by them. I'd watch them. I'd listen to them. I'd see how they interacted with people and their customers. And I'd learned the business over time. And I remember I went to an office, and the owner of the office hired me. I had no experience, but I told him I'm the hardest worker you've never met. And I remember he gave me a desk in the back of the office, and I was just to sit there and watch everybody work. He didn't give me any leads, he gave me business. I learned the business from watching, from listening, and then from just applying the things I learned in the real world. And I ended up drumming up my own business. And after about a year, he gave me my own office. And I was 23 or 24 years old when I made my first $1 million in traditional business. And for the next 3 or 4 years, I made over $1 million a year. And I remember I was 26 years old in 2007, and the real estate market crashed, the economy crashed. And I remember I found myself losing all the properties that I bought because the renters in them lost their jobs. So they couldn't pay the rent, and I was scared because I'd never experienced anything like this. I thought I was on a rocket ship that would never ever stop. And so it was my first experience with any type of crash of the economy. And I was young. I remember I had to claim bankruptcy. I was working literally 10 times as hard to make 25% of what I was used to making, and I couldn't even keep up with my own lifestyle. And fortunately for me, a neighbor of mine shared with me this business, network marketing. And I had no idea what it was. I never met anyone in network marketing. I didn't know how it worked. I thought this guy sold things door to door or whatever, and that wasn't me. And I remember I was skeptical like any normal person. And he was just smart because he didn't feed me the entire elephant at one sitting. He shared with me just his excitement for a business that he just got started. He was a semi-successful guy that lived next door to me, and he just shared with me his vision for this business at a time when no one really had a vision at all about anything they were doing. And a week later, he followed up with me. He shared with me some products, and then a week later, he followed up with me, and he invited me to come see the business. And I remember he said these words. He said, "It can change your life. You just have to look at it. Keep an open mind. This can change your life." And I remember thinking to myself, if the possibility was there, because the timing was right for me at that moment. And I remember he just consistently invited me to come see the business. And finally, one day I said yes. And I remember I said yes because I kept making up excuses on why I couldn't get to the meeting. And I remember one day he just got smart. And after my first excuse, he just said, "Oh, what are you doing tonight?" And I had no excuse. And I remember he said, "All right, I'll be up in front of your house at 7 o'clock. He said, "Just be ready, and we're going to go to my friend's house. I want to show you the business." And I was outside at 7. He was my next door neighbor, so he picked me up, just backed out of his driveway, pulled right in the line. And I remember going to the meeting, and I didn't know what to expect, to be honest with you. And he was new to the business. He'd only been in the business for 7 weeks, so he was new himself. I'm sure that was the first meeting he'd ever done because he was busy inviting me to someone else's meeting the entire time, and he just decided, I'm just going to do it on my own tonight. And I remember he just used the video that the company made to share with me the business, and that's all I had to see. And I remember seeing that video and seeing the company and the products and the opportunity, and I thought, man, the company looks strong, the products look incredible, now I understand how they work. But then I said, but there are people here that are successful. If I can just learn from them, I know that I can be successful. Because that had been the story of my entire life. And I remember I said yes to network marketing that night, and for the last 13 years I've been involved in this business and built a residual income that pays me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I have a business that pays me whether I'm awake or whether I'm asleep, and it spans all around the globe in more than 120 countries with over 1 million people, which is ridiculous because I don't know 99% of them. And that's how cool network marketing is. But I remember saying yes because saying yes to network marketing because I wanted a business this time that I could build that wasn't dependent on a single economy. Because I realized that traditional business is great when it's going great, but when the economy's down, so is everybody's business. And I wanted to know if there was a business out there that I could build where I lived that could spread locally into other markets that wasn't dependent on just my economy, and that's what network marketing proved to me. And when the economy's down somewhere, it's up somewhere else. And when it's down over here, it's up over here. And that was when I realized that, you know, if this business I could share with as many people as I can, they're gonna, and I can get their eyes open to it, they're gonna see why this is better than any other business out there. And I remember 4 years ago, I had the opportunity to come to discover Jeunesse, just like you guys are at right now. And I remember thinking, you know, I want to be impressed by the company. I wanted to know who the people behind the company were, what the products were about, and why Jeunesse. And I remember coming here for the first time and just meeting the founders for the first time and watching their videos and seeing their stories. And I remember just being able to see their heart right there and being able to realize that this company was going to be a company that wasn't just going to last my lifetime, but it could last the lifetimes of my kids. Because at this time, I envisioned a business that can become a legacy that I can one day hand to them. And I remember seeing Randy Ray share his story about where he came from, and I could kind of relate because he came from humble beginnings. He grew up really, really poor, but he had big dreams. And I remember him just sharing his story about how he was awarded the contract by NASA to create the space shuttle program, and which was incredible to me. And I remember listening to Wendy Lewis's story about where she came from and how incredibly educated she is, being an applied mathematician, going to one of the most prestigious business schools in all the United States, and then going on to create $1 billion company after creating other companies which she sold for hundreds of millions. And I was just impressed by these people. And then I then moved on to learn about Scott Lewis, their son, and to see how incredibly versed he is in this business and how well educated and well spoken he is, and to see what he's done for this company, putting it on the global platform it is today in more than 140 countries all around the world. So I was impressed by them, and then I was impressed by their products because I realized that this company does something that most other network marketing companies don't. Most network marketing companies, they create their own products and then tell everybody how great they are. I mean, if you ever met a network marketer, they always have the best product, right? Including us. And but what was unique about Jeunesse and what made it different for me was that Wendy Lewis is very smart in the fact that she's not interested in creating her own products. She's interested in going out and finding doctors who have incredibly, who've created incredible products that push the edges of science and who've been awarded in the highest of their fields, and who've created products that she can go out and buy for us distributors to go out and distribute. And then if these doctors are really good, she brings them onto our medical advisory board. So I saw that this lady was interested in finding cutting-edge products from around the world that she could bring into Jeunesse that are proprietary to only us. So I saw that we had a market and a product offering that no one else can compare or compete with. And that was what I was interested in. And then I saw the opportunity to build a global business, and that was what I was really interested in when I shared with you my story about, you know, becoming successful and losing everything, because I didn't want that to happen to me again. And I found Jeunesse and I said yes that day. I'm a double diamond in this company, and my wife absolutely loves the company. My kids take the products every single day. It's an incredible business, and you're going to find a lot of people who are interested in when they're able to see Jeunesse for the very first time. But in closing, I'm always meeting people, friends, family members, acquaintances, new people that I meet, and as we get to know each other, a lot of times they always ask me, why do you do network marketing? Why network marketing? Because most people don't understand what it is to begin with, so they always ask me why. And I always give them 3 different reasons. The first reason is because of the community. I've never been involved in a type of business or business period where the people around you want you to do better than them. Their success is dependent on your success. I mean, in the traditional business world, everybody around you, where you work, is your competition. They don't want you to do better than them. They want to take you down. Your boss doesn't want you to take her job or his job. So it's a competitive, look over your shoulder type of world. And in network marketing, everybody is fighting for you to succeed. Your people on your team are calling you, asking what they can do for you, how they can help you. Your upline's calling you, asking how they can help you advance to the next level. I've never seen a business like it. Over the last 13 years, it's incredibly changed my life. The second reason why network marketing is because of the lifestyle. I've never been a part of a business to where you work as hard as you can and the company rewards you like it does here. They treat you like royalty in network marketing in this industry and in this company. I mean, how many of you guys have full-time jobs? Raise your hand. Okay. How many of you guys work hard at what you do? Everybody. A couple hands went down. You're in the right place, Dave? Right? Okay. But how many of you guys have worked so hard at your job that your boss came up to you and said, you know what, you've been working for me for the last 3 years. I love your work ethic. You worked so hard. I want to send you and a friend on an all-expense-paid trip to Hawaii. How many of you guys have got that trip? Right? I don't see any hands up. Right? And that's a sad thing because the harder you work, the more trips your boss gets to take to Hawaii, right? That's the real world. In this business, it's opposite, okay? This company rewards you for all of your hard work. They reward you when you hit incredible levels in this company, but they also reward just normal people out doing normal things, getting customers, finding distributors to say yes to the business. This company is always looking for ways to reward you because they want you to show the world what this business can offer. The lifestyle is amazing. The places I've been, my passport has been filled up 3 different times. I never thought that I would even leave my own state, let alone my country, and to all these other countries. A few months ago, I was on horseback riding around the Egyptian pyramids. I never thought I'd ever be there, or the Great Wall of China, all these different places, Portugal and Italy and these crazy places. Next week, the company is sending my wife and I and thousands of people from this market to Rome on an all-expense trip to Italy. So it's incredible. Right? Anybody here going to Rome?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So we're going to be there hanging out together. So it's just exciting. And then the final reason why network marketing, when I talk to people, is just the freedom. Most people want me to talk about the financial freedom, how much money you can make. The money's there if you put in the work. Okay, it's there. You'll see how rich the compensation plan, how incredible executive check matches, matching bonuses, and all these things. But the real freedom, when you really build a business, is paid in the time that you have with your family. The time you have to spend with people you love, the time you have doing the things that you really want. Because once your bills are paid, once your car payment's paid, your house payment's paid, your credit card, you have no more credit card debt. Once that stuff's paid, there's no more stress anymore, really. Okay? And you have the freedom, the rest of your income is really paid in your time. Right? The time that I had every single morning to wake up with my kids and take them to school, to pick them up after school. When my little girl wants me to stay for her assembly, I could stay there. I could be the dad that stays there and cheers on all the kids and claps for all the kids, getting the honor roll and everything else, while the other parents have to go to work. The fact that I can go work out with my wife at the gym every day, and we go to lunch every single day, and we go to all their soccer games and soccer practices, and it's just an exciting life that I didn't get to have as a kid with my parents. The fact that my kids get to be in the best schools and they get to have piano lessons and play football and soccer and do all these things is amazing to me. And the fact that my kids can help plan vacations every single year for our family and do all these things. Network marketing has changed my life, and I hope that it changes yours. So today you guys are going to be able to get your first look at Jeunesse. You're discovering what this company is about. And I hope that after the next couple hours that you guys are here, or after the time that you guys have here with all the other speakers that are going to come up here, you guys get the full vision of what our company has to offer you and how it can change your life. And then what I hope that you guys do is take the message to your friends and get some of them back here, get people involved in the communities where you live, and watch it grow from there. But I wish you guys the best of luck, and I'm rooting for you guys, and I'll be here every single month to help you and your prospects get involved. But good luck, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage General Manager of United States, Brett Webb.
Hey, how are y'all doing today? Awesome. Hey, we love it when it comes to the Discover Jeunesse time. We love sharing with you who we are. And it's my distinct honor and privilege to introduce to you our founders. Now, one thing you'll hear if you're a part of us is that we always hear the mantra of one team, one family, one Jeunesse. And one thing that the founders have really done is that they made it a family. I mean, the way they run it internally, you really feel that type of loyalty and commitment. You feel it out in the field, and it really is a family type of event, because family is why we do what we do, right? And so we have an exciting announcement in that the Jeunesse family has been added to, and that Wendy's daughter has given birth to a new little grandchild for her. So we love, because that's what it's all about. Now that affects our plans, because that means she had to leave and she's not here today. But good thing is we prepared for emergencies like that, and we have a video of the presentation that they normally do here on stage. And so what I want to do is kind of introduce to you a little bit about Randy and Wendy. Randy's the kind of guy that he's going to make you laugh, okay? He's funny. But don't miss out on his intelligence, because there's a lot of intelligence behind it. You won't see it in how he acts, but it's there. And with Wendy, she is intelligence. I mean, when you see her, she's just so thoughtful, and she's bona fide kind of a mathematical genius. But what I want you to do when you watch this video is not just listen to what you hear. I want you to feel with your hearts, because really this is about who you're partnering with, and you know, what kind of people are they, and who am I getting into business with? And I know that if you do that, if you listen with your hearts as well as your minds, you'll be inspired, just like I was and am every time I hear them. So we're going to run a little video that introduces who they are, and then we'll run the video of their presentation.
People say, how can you spend 24 hours a day, 365 days a year together? Lovely. It's an honor for me to be with her.
It's always been fun with Randy. I could hear a joke 1,000 times, and if he tells it, I'll still laugh.
The reason that we have such a great relationship is because we got to be good friends first. I mean, I would do anything for her because she's just such a special person. She really is.
I love being with him. I love seeing the world with him. We just have a great time. Everybody around the world sees us as Mama and Papa or Mom and Dad, and we feel like they're our children. They're our extended family, very big extended family.
Come a long way, baby.
Yeah, we sure have. We have been very fortunate and very blessed to be able to recognize things that are coming. We recognize the computers were coming down in price, the printers were coming down, people weren't going to keep service contracts on them. We recognized that computers were coming into the doctor's offices before they were there. The future of medicine was in the technology that we've brought to Jeunesse. I think the key is to recognize things and don't let time pass you by.
When we come around the curve up here and see our building, have a big old smile. Boy, oh boy, we started out in that little bitty tin building in Douglas Avenue.
I fell in love with network marketing because it allowed people from average backgrounds to do anything they want and become anything they want. You can be whatever you want to be if you work hard, if you're teachable, and you don't give up.
I'm very happy that people are excited about working for Jeunesse. I thank all of the distributors and all the employees in this company. Because of them, this is why we've been able to grow the way we have. The one thing we will always do is we want to treat all of our employees, our distributors, with love and respect.
We want everybody to be happy and enjoy their life and enjoy every day to the max, and that's what it's all about. It's amazing to travel with people that have never gone out of their state or their country, and to see their eyes open up and see their minds expand, because every culture is different. We want everybody to be successful, whatever that means to them, because it's an individual thing. And we want them to feel special and feel like they're making a difference, like we want to make a difference in their lives and help other people to achieve what they want. If you help people every day, make their lives easier and better, then everything falls into place.
It requires people that are dedicated to doing what they're supposed to be doing here. So, and we've got a good group of people. I think the key to all of this is that you must believe all this is going to happen the way it is. If you really believe that everything was going to turn out the way it has now, if you believe that, that's why it does turn out that way.
Well, my dad was part Cherokee Indian, and he had never gone to school. He didn't know how to read nor write. So he was always cheated everywhere we lived.
That's why we moved about 15, 16 times between when I was born and when I left home at 16. And my mother, she would say to me, when I'd ask her, I said, Mama, why are we so poor? Because we never had any money. Never lived in a house with electricity. I never had any toys, never had any new clothes. I only had one pair of shoes my entire childhood. And I said, why are we so poor? She said, we ain't poor, we just broke. I'm thinking, let me think about that one for a minute now. Let's see. We're not poor, we have no money, but, oh, okay. She said, if you think you're poor, you'll be poor all your life. Broke is temporary, you can go get money somewhere. But I graduated at 16, and on a Friday night, and the next day I left home. I have no place to stay, I have no job. But okay. So every day I was out there trying to find a job, which was not easy to do. So I kept trying to get into the Army because the Army had a program that they would pay your way through college if you passed all these exams. But I got in the Army and I stayed in for 6.5 years. They paid my way through college. I came out with a degree in computer science and I made millions and millions of dollars in computer science. I went in and I was in for 6.5 years. I came out, I went to work at Honeywell Aerospace. I worked on the Saturn and the Atlas programs. I programmed the launch of the X-15. About 2 years with them, I heard that NASA was going to come out with a request for proposal for a launch processing system. So I thought, that sounds good. So I moved over to Orlando so I could work with the people at Kennedy Space Center, and I bid that project. I gave IBM a $10 million contract. I won that contract. My first commission check was $6 million, and as a little country boy, $6 million is a whole lot of money. You look at the software we have here, for 9 years we've been running, and it's never had to be changed. Compensation plan is the same.
Okay, I'll tell you a little bit about myself, and then I'll tell you about what we did together. I grew up in the suburbs of Philadelphia, very, very differently than Randy. We had electricity, we had garbage disposals, dishwashers, washers and dryers, and all the nice conveniences. And I got a degree in mathematics and sociology. I also got a teaching certificate, and I taught for 8.5 years after I graduated. Mathematics I taught. Then I also went back to school and got a master's degree in testing and measurement educational psychology, so in other words, statistics. I was very interested in applied mathematics. Randy, I'm fast forwarding to 2009. Randy had problems with his knee. He was bone on bone. He didn't want to go and have a knee replacement. He kept saying, I want to keep my original equipment. And we found a doctor in California, that was Dr. Nathan Newman, who was a dermatologist, cosmetic surgeon, and because he did liposuctions, he knew how to take fat, spin it down, and get the stem cells, and he had someone else inject it into Randy's knee. While we were in his office and Randy was getting ready to have the procedure, Dr. Newman had a cabinet, and in the cabinet he had products that he sold in his practice. And I saw this bottle of serum. And the girls in the office were showing me before and after pictures because I asked them, does it really work? And they said yes. And I thought, well, if this really works, I need some of this myself. So I bought a bottle and I took it home. And after a little less than a month, I realized this is an amazing product. I was using it under my eyes. Then I wanted to put it on my face. Then I realized it would be great for my neck. And I wanted to use it everywhere. So we went back to California and we talked with Dr. Newman, and Randy said to Dr. Newman, how many of these do you sell in a month? And Dr. Newman said, I sell about 40 to my patients. He said, I use them for only surgical patients. And Randy said, well, how would you like to sell 40,000 in a month? And Dr. Newman thought that was pretty funny, laughed, and they said, I'd love to, but how do I do that? Randy said, you give me your formula and I'll show you how. That was the beginning of Jeunesse. And we came up with Jeunesse because, as some of you know, Jeunesse means youth in French. And that's what we were all about, youth. And we wanted to be not anti-age. That has a negative connotation. Youth enhancement. We're going to enhance youth. And that's where we came up with, you'll hear more about it, the YES system, the Youth Enhancement System. And all of our products work synergistically together in that system. Then we had to find some distributors. I mean, you can't start a network marketing company with no distributors. We started with 5 Asian distributors, 3 from China, 1 from Indonesia, and 1 from Vietnam. And those were the 5 people we started Jeunesse with. So our thinking was, if we can get enough countries doing $1 million a month as possible, then we would have stability. So if one of the countries failed or a leader left or something like that, we wouldn't be devastated. We had other countries to fall back on. And now I think we have 18 to 20 countries that are doing more than $1 million a month. Some of them a lot more than $1 million a month. And some of them just $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million a month. But that's given us stability. We did not work on the United States at all in the beginning. We knew that the United States, because the leaders were living they were all in LA, living in the United States, we would do US business. We focused on opening every country correctly, setting up the entity, the right infrastructure, getting the direct sales licenses, whatever was required to do it correctly and register the products. And that's what we focused on our first couple of years. And we did most of Asia during that time. But we started Jeunesse on 09/09/09 at 9 p.m. Yeah, and why? 999 means longevity in Chinese numerology, so it had very good feng shui. So the 2 reasons we started Jeunesse was, 1, to give back and help distributors, as many as we can, that won't give up in 5 minutes and try, well, I can't do this, but if you work at it, you will do well. You can reach your middle goals or your big goals, whatever it is you want to do. And we'll be right here with you. And we wanted it to be a family because we care about all of you. We want all of you to be Jeunesse, and we want to know all of you. Now, I know we can't, but we want to try to know as many of you as we can. And the second reason we started Jeunesse was to help children around the world. And we formed Jeunesse Kids. And that was because of Randy's background and the way he grew up. We realized children aren't born wealthy. They may be born into poverty, but they didn't ask for that. So can we show them a better way? Can we help them get out of poverty? And I'm really, really, really proud to say that as our distributors do well, they give back too. And they've given back a lot over the years to help children around the world. We have schools right now in Dalhousie, China, in Urkha, Kenya, in Ecuador, and a new project in India. And we take our distributors that want to go on trips to see those places. But the important thing to us was we had like-minded people. We all want to reach our goals, and we all want to help others and help children. And I hope you'll feel the same way and want to join the Jeunesse family, because we're here to help you, and let's go. Thank you.
So as you saw, Randy made a lot of money very early in his life, and they were very successful in their businesses. And so money's not their driving factor. But just as there's new grandparents, I think that's kind of what you feel from them, right? I mean, they just want to help people. They just want to say, hey, we want to give back. We made it ourselves. We want to help other people get back, and we want to help kids, because Randy, as a child, didn't have a lot. And so he wants to reach out. So hopefully that's how you get the sense, there's not a lot, there's no pretense to them, there's no airs, they're just who they are all the time. And it's great that that's the type of people we're working with those types of motivations. I mean, they didn't start the company because, we got to make some money. They're not allergic to it, don't get me wrong. But they started because they found a product that worked. And they're like, we've got a product that works. Why don't we share this? And that's a great way to start a company and a great pretense to do it. So, and I can tell you, I've been in the industry for 25 years, and I've never worked with a company where the owners listen so closely to what you as the distributor say. They truly see it as a partnership, and they make decisions based upon what you're telling them in a way that I've never seen before. So it really is something where they're interested in what do you want, what do you need, and how do we give it to you. So let's give them a hand, even though they're not here, for Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis. All right, the next person we're going to introduce is Scott Lewis, and again, we have a film for Scott. Scott is Wendy's son. He's our Chief Visionary Officer. And he has, you're like, what's that? What's Chief Visionary Officer? Well, he's got all the accolades. All the presidents in the world report to him. He's been listed in the DSN Top 40 Under 40. He was responsible for the creation of our #1 selling product, Reserve. So he's got all the accolades. For somebody at a young age has done amazing things, taking the company from 0 to $1 billion in 6 years. And that's annual revenue, not cumulative revenue. But again, you would expect that from a big, successful company. Again, it's about the heart, about who these people are, that I think really makes the difference at this point when you're looking at who we are and discovering Jeunesse. So for me, I learned about Scott when I interviewed. So when I interviewed here, I interviewed with Scott, and I was interested to find out. I had the same question you did. You do. Who are these people? Do I want to join them? Is this something I want to become a part of? So I asked Scott a few questions, and I was interested to find out, first off, who they were, and then number two, where the company was going. So with Scott, I was amazed. I think you'll see it. You saw it with Wendy. You'll see it with Scott. If I could use one word to describe Scott, it's genuine. I mean, just is who he is, and it's so refreshing. I'd actually thought, he's taken this company this far, this fast. He's a young guy. Maybe he thinks he's pretty smart. I think he's confident, but he doesn't, you talk to him, it's just like talking to anybody else. And he's very interested and respectful in everyone's ideas and how he can help as well. So I was a little shocked. I'm like, oh man, this is a guy that I want to work with. The next thing I wanted to know was about where's the company going. So if you went from 0 to $1 billion in annual revenue in 6 years, man, you could say you're done, right? And so I literally asked him, I said, Scott, why don't you just lay on the beach and drink margaritas? You don't have to work. And he said, what he said really kind of hit me on several levels. He's like, what would I do that's better than what I'm doing now? He's like, I travel the world, I work with great people, and I try to make the world a better place. And I'm rewarded when I see that happen. And that was really, it talked to me a lot about his character. He also said, my mom's still working. She's got 30 years ahead of me. I've got 30 years to catch up with her. I've got at least 30 years in me. And so what that taught me a lot was about who he was and his character, because he learned that happiness is not sitting on a beach. That can be fun. But happiness and true joy comes from being engaged in a good cause.
That's right.
That's where it truly comes from. So he learned that already. He's like, there's nothing better than this. I'm engaged in a good cause. What else would I would do? And then he said something at the end of the interview, which I really liked too, because Scott's a competitive guy. He's like, man, every morning when I wake up and we're not #1, it bugs me. It bugs me. Because I didn't want to come to a company where they were done. Like, oh yeah, we're ready to retire and walk away. I wanted to come to a company that still had legs in it and wanted to go somewhere. So when he told me, it bugged him every single morning, and that he wanted to be engaged for this the next 30 years, that excited me. So to have the guy that took us from zero to $1 billion in 6 years for the next 30 years, does that sound good? Yeah. That got me excited. And so again, we're going to run a video that gives you a little introduction to Scott, and then we'll run the video of his presentation.
I can remember back when I was 10 years old, and my mom and Randy were taking a trip up to Indianapolis, Indiana, and they took me and my sister along. It was freezing cold. Conseco Fieldhouse, there were 30,000 people at this event, and we walked into the arena to experience a network marketing event. That many people, that much passion, that much energy, it was electric. I always remember a moment that Zig Ziglar said on stage, which was, if you dream it, you can achieve it. It seems simple, but it was very profound for me. It allowed me to dream big. It allowed me to realize that there were amazing places you could see and travel, a lifestyle that you could live, to meet great people, take an average life and create an above average life. There's just been so many opportunities for me to really have those moments where I take a look back and really soak up the moment. Every trip we go on, we've got thousands of distributors that have never been to these countries. They've dreamt of going to different countries and traveling the world, but they've never really been able to fulfill those dreams until it came to an opportunity like Jeunesse.
All our Jeunesse family inspire so many people around the world. They make a big difference in our life, and I try to bring my best because I want to then know how important they are. I'm still a young guy. I just celebrated my 36th birthday, and I tell our distributors that I've got a good 30-year run in me. If my mom can work till she's 65, I need to be able to work until I'm 65 too. And when you're passionate about what you do, it's something that you can again say with conviction, because there's nothing slowing us down. I'm more hungry today than I was the day that we started this company, because I know the power of what we have in our hands with Jeunesse. I know the power of what we can do to change people's lives and to literally change the world with this culture that we've created here at Jeunesse. And I think it's only the beginning. It's not just marketing, it's not just sales, it's not just branding. There's a whole back end to this business that really drives the ship and moves the company forward. And you get to build community, you get to build family. That's the culture of Jeunesse. One of the clear missions that we have here at Jeunesse is always to be at the forefront of everything we're doing. To not just be looking next year, but to be looking 2, 5, 10 years out at different technologies, different innovations, always having an open mind, always realizing that there's new development, there's new evolution in marketing, in technology, in science, in different platforms that we can tap into and be a part of and enhance everything that we offer as a company. Jeunesse is touching hundreds and thousands of people's lives, and their passion is something that lights me up and continues to inspire me every single day to support them to the best of our ability. Hello everybody, and welcome to Discover Jeunesse, your opportunity to learn about the most innovative, exciting network marketing company in the world. We're deeply honored to have you with us today. My name is Scott Lewis, Chief Visionary Officer of the company. A little bit about my background. I've been around this industry of network marketing for a long time. I actually attended my first industry event when I was just a 10-year-old boy. My mom and Randy flew me up to Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana to attend an Amway convention. 30,000 people. It was an extremely empowering moment in my life, and I remember being there and getting to hear from some of the icons of this industry, some of the industry giants, motivational speakers like Zig Ziglar. And I remember Zig Ziglar being on that stage. I was a 10-year-old boy, and he said, if you dream it, you can achieve it. And that was a profound moment in my life, and one moment that I'll look back on as being a turning point. Honestly, even as just a 10-year-old boy, I've had the opportunity of working on the back end with my mom and Randy on different companies in this industry, helping companies start up, establish their strategies, and actually launch in this industry. We started Jeunesse on 09 at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We looked at all these companies and we decided we were going to do some reverse engineering. Rather than focusing in the US market, rather than investing our cash, our resources into marketing, branding, and really that sizzle that you see with a lot of great companies in the industry today, we decided we were going to focus and invest our resources, our cash, into developing infrastructure. We started in Asia, and we started establishing business entities, registering our products, getting the proper labeling for our products, import licenses, direct selling licenses, A to Z, setting up these markets. And I think culture is so important in this industry if you're going to have not just short-term success, but long-term sustainable success. And a big part of our culture here at Jeunesse really lies in our mission statement. It's a power statement. It says the Jeunesse family creates positive impact in the world by helping people look and feel young while empowering each other to unleash our potential. You break that statement down and it represents really the fabric of our culture. It starts with family. We are one Jeunesse family, creating positive impact in the world through the business opportunity, through Jeunesse Kids, our cause-driven focus, and the philanthropic things we're doing to create a lot of good around the world, helping people look and feel young. That's what the Youth Enhancement System is all about, category-creating products backed by science. The Youth Enhancement System literally is changing lives. And what you have with this system is huge market potential. The diversified Youth Enhancement System allows you to tap into the skincare and personal care industry. I mean, over $250 billion a year US dollars industry. You have the weight management industry. And with all of these market segments within the Youth Enhancement System, you have almost $500 billion of annual market potential. We've got 34 offices in over 140 countries around the world. We came out of the gates our first year of business. That includes the end of 2009, all of 2010, did $30 million US dollars. $30 million US dollars our first year. Second year, we grew over 100%. $65 million our second year of business. And I remember Direct Selling News, a local publication here in the United States, sent us an email and told us that we were going to be recognized as the number 82 company in direct selling worldwide. It was an eye-opening moment for us because, again, we had blinders on, laser focused, building. We were focused on doing what we do best. And that's getting out there and touching people's lives and empowering people to make a difference and to have a difference in the world. Fourth year of business, we set a goal to hit the $250 million mark. Sure enough, 100% growth, $257 million, our fourth year of business, climbed to the youngest company out of the top 50, number 46 company in direct selling worldwide. Sure enough, 6-year business, Jeunesse became the fastest company in network marketing history to do annual sales of $1 billion, finished the year at $1.09 billion, climbed to the top 20, youngest company in the top 20 direct selling companies worldwide, number 18 after just our 6-year business. All of you are a part of history. Jeunesse is a part of history. So when you talk about Jeunesse, these are the brands that you can align Jeunesse with. Many of you have heard of Facebook. Many of you have heard of Apple. It took both Apple and Facebook 6 years as well to do annual sales of $1 billion. This is the credibility piece when you're out there sharing Jeunesse with the world. Now, when we hit the $1.4 billion mark, we climbed to the youngest company in the top 15, number 14 company in direct selling worldwide. Are you getting a sense of the timing? Are you getting a sense of where this vehicle's going? Awards like the Inc. 500, Direct Selling News, the DSA, Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year, International Business Awards, Marcom Awards, the list goes on and on. A big part of our culture here at Jeunesse is the cause-driven focus behind the company, and that lies right in Jeunesse Kids. Jeunesse Kids is something very near and dear to our hearts. It's something we're deeply passionate about. It lies in our mission statement. We talk about creating positive impact in the world. We build schools that provide employment and education. We build hospitals that provide medical care. We drill water wells that provide clean drinking water. We also teach agriculture so that the people in these communities can farm their own food. It's a fully sustainable model. 2 to 3 years when we leave this village, it's fully sustainable. Instead of a hand-me-down model, it's a hand-me-up model. We're empowering these communities to rise out of poverty. They say you don't make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give. And that's one of our core values here at Jeunesse, is having a servant's heart. We've been able to sponsor villages in northern China, in Dalazui, also in Irkut, Kenya. Also, our third village was in Los Rios, Ecuador. Also in India, our fourth Jeunesse Kids village. Every year we do our Bringing Hope trips. We're able to take some of the leaders of the company and go and do some service work, to go to these communities, to get to meet the children, the families, and to lend a helping hand. And I can tell you guys, these are life-changing experiences. I've got so many stories from different villages we've been able to go to help the children, to help the families, and it's just been truly empowering and life-changing on so many levels. And what's very unique about Jeunesse Kids, we are a 501c3, a nonprofit, but we have 0% administrative fees. 0%. No overhead. 100% of what we take into Jeunesse Kids goes right back into the villages, goes into the communities. We do a lot of local community projects. Another big part of our culture is lifestyle experiences. We don't just work hard, we play hard here at Jeunesse. We have incredible time traveling the world with our leaders. Every year we do our Emerald Experience trip. It's in January, where it's pretty much cold everywhere around the world. It's at the Grand Wailea, iconic property, and we go there for 5 days. It's a one-time trip. We wine you, we dine you, we watch some whales, we go snorkeling, we go zip lining, and it's an opportunity to bring so many cultures, nationalities together as one Jeunesse family. The other lifestyle experience I love to talk about is the Diamond Discovery, and this is the first-class experience. It's the best of the best. Every year we go to a new location. It's a full week trip. It's business class airfare for two, and it's the ultimate. We've gone on African safaris. We've chartered a yacht and cruised the Greek Isles. We chartered another yacht and cruised the Tahitian Islands. We actually last year bought out the entire Four Seasons Bora Bora. Every single one of those iconic bungalows that you've seen in photography around the world, every single one of them was full of our Jeunesse family. Just recently, last year, we invested in a very exciting project down in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The largest indoor arena in all of Brazil is now officially called Jeunesse Arena. Our very own home in Brazil. It's one of our fastest growing markets. In this picture here, you'll see over 18,000 people. I feel so blessed to come to a headquarters here, to travel the world, and not just call this my job. It's my passion. It's my passion because all of you. Because I get to see people get out there, realize, maximize their potential, and touch people's lives around the world. And my vision for this company is huge. So my vision has always been not just to create a great company, not just to create a billion-dollar brand, not even just to create a multi-billion-dollar brand, but to create one of the great legacy companies of network marketing. A movement, a generational movement, bringing together like-minded, like-hearted people with a common mission to create positive impact in the world and to create the #1 company in network marketing worldwide. So I hope you appreciate the timing, the credibility, the heart of this company, and we hope you join the movement. As we say here at Jeunesse, one team, one family, one Jeunesse.
Now to give us a quick testimonial about the value of our leadership, please welcome to the stage Diamond Director Todd Hartog.
Welcome everybody, how are you? Right, about 30 seconds ago they asked me to come up here and just share a little bit about my experience with Jeunesse. So first I want to welcome everybody that got flown in here. Isn't that a cool program? That this company invests in us distributors, and we get to invite people like you here to come take a glimpse at the company. Full transparency in Jeunesse Global. So a little bit about myself. I'm from California. Been in the industry since 2007. I was one of those guys that swore I would never get involved in one of these. But you know what? I'm very fortunate that the person that shared the product and showed me the opportunity took the time and really helped me break through my ignorance. Because I really didn't know about network marketing. So remember that. Sometimes no means you need to know, right? That's all. So my no, I just needed to know more information. I was already kind of an entrepreneur, running my own businesses. My wife's a lawyer. We were looking for something better. We were looking for something that didn't have a lot of employees, didn't have a lot of overhead. So I fell in love with the business, fell in love with the products, and here I am today, 12 years later. Now, the company that I was with, you know, they started off really well, but something happened, and I'm not gonna say anything negative about them, but fortunately, Wendy and Randy, the incredible owners that they are, purchased our company back in 2015. We're coming up on our 4-year anniversary, and that was the best thing that happened to us because we had options. We could have left, but we flew in just like you guys did. And we stayed open-minded, and we came in here, and we were kind of a little bit, you know, disgruntled. Here we were, you know, giving our lives to this company. Now the funny part was 3 years prior, that company lost a lot of its leaders, and guess where they came? Right here. So who would have known, right? So we flew in, and we met the owners, just like you guys are doing right now. And you know, it's unfortunate that they couldn't be here today, but I promise you they're somewhere that means a lot to them. So next time, and you'll get a chance to meet them coming to Expo here. I strongly, strongly urge you, do whatever it takes and get to Expo, because you'll really, really see what this company really is about when you see, you know, 12, 15,000 people at this event. You know, just recently out in Rio, and I think the numbers were 15, 18,000 people in Brazil at the lead event. So you can just, Jeunesse knows exactly how to do these meetings the right way, so there's never a letdown. Anyway, I'm jumping around a lot. The experience that I've had in this company over the last 4 years has just been remarkable. It's just been one of those dreams come true. Honestly, I can tell you that every employee that works for this company wants you to succeed. It's not like, you know, they secretly want you to fail, or they're doing something, or they're jealous. From the leadership here in North America, Brett, Martine, Katie, they've just been wonderful helping us build here in the United States. And when you become a part of Jeunesse Global, you'll live here in the United States and you'll build local, but think global, because we can do business just about in every country. And that's great. And you know, that's part of Jeunesse Global's success. It's very frustrating when you're involved in a company and it never fails. That person brings up, are you open in India? No, we're not open in India. See, we don't have to worry about Jeunesse. We're open up in India. We're open in those countries. But don't go out of your way and think that you need to build, you know, thousands of miles away. Build it conveniently in your own backyard. That's what me and my wife did. We created our names list. We just built it conveniently. You know why? Because we didn't have a lot of time. So we just kept it really simple, and then eventually left our city, and then went to other cities, went to other counties, and then somebody shared it with somebody out of state, and that person shared it with somebody in Canada, and then somebody shared it with somebody in Hong Kong, and before you know it, you're in all these countries. So one thing that I do know, you've got to give this time. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but if you're going to be in this industry, it is the best industry in the world, but you've got to be in the right company. And I promise you this, Jeunesse Global, I challenge anybody, go out there and see if there's a better company, because there really isn't. There really isn't. This is the best company if you truly want to succeed in this industry and have an income that will allow you to do just about anything you want. That depends on the efforts that you put into this. I'll tell you, this first class travel is to die for. You know, a lot of people that have money that just, you know, the other day I wrote somebody and they said, you know what? The money's great, but I like this travel. This travel and all these videos that I see, you guys are going to Bora Bora, taking people to Hawaii. This is first class travel. And you don't have to hit the high ranks. We have a lot of people going to Rome from the United States in the next few weeks, as small as executives. So, you know, Jeunesse is a level platform when it comes to some of these reward travel programs. Trust the person who brought you into this. Buy the proper package. And I wish you all the success. I wish I had more time to share with you.
Thank you, Todd. And now, to share with us a lifestyle story, please welcome to the stage Diamond Directors, Johnson Yap and Keena Chia.
of you. My name is Kina and my husband Johnson. Actually, yes, give energy. Actually, we didn't join Jeunesse at the same time. I joined Jeunesse 8 years ago, and he joined later, 1 year later, and he will tell his story. Before Jeunesse, I was a stay-home mom. I got 4 goddaughters. Our origin country is Malaysia. We migrated here about 20 years ago. Every day, my daily routine was to wake up, prepare breakfast, get ready for the girls to go to school, and I stay home, do house chores, I cook, I lay and sit on the couch and watch movies and wait for them to come home. And repeatedly doing this for more than 10 years. No dream, no hope, no context, until one day it woke me up. It's because when I saw my husband, at that time he was all the time sick, he told me, honey, take the girls back to Malaysia if anything happened to me. Just imagine how sick he was. That is the awareness awakening to me. I want to look for a way out. I don't know what I can do. At this time, I heard from a friend about Jeunesse. I fell in love with it right away. I saw the light. I saw my future in Jeunesse. I signed up as an independent distributor, and from that day on, I committed to win in this business because there is no way out for me. We work very hard, like our life depends on it. This business has brought me to over 30 countries. From a housewife, no income, to be who I am today. It is incredible. Our life changed tremendously. We used to live in a very basic 3-room house, single-story house, and now we moved to a 6-room, double-story, beautiful design, a resort-style swimming pool. We can dine in at any restaurant we want to. Our life's so different, and we have more time for our children. We can send them to better school zone. This is what I thought of. At first, I thought I got no choice. I have to accept the lifestyle that I had that last time. So, Jeunesse is the platform that has changed many people's lives. I'm one of the walking, talking testimony. If not because of Jeunesse, I'm still be staying at home, doing the same thing, no hope, no way out, no dream. And that time my husband was so sick. And now, look at him. He is handsome, he is energetic, he's so positive in the business. At first he's not, but now he's over the top, positive and supportive. And see what he want to change, share with you all. Here you go, Jackson.
Thank you, Kina. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Kina, for saying yes to Jeunesse. By saying yes, that has changed our life completely. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be standing here talking to all of you. Okay, and I was supposed to talk about what kind of lifestyle that I provide for my family, what we do to provide for my family. I just want to go through a little bit about my background, how we came to the lifestyle we are today, all the freedom that we enjoying right now. Well, my name is Johnson Yap. I work at the local flea market. I own a store at the local flea market. I work 70 hours, 100 hours a week, no vacation, no time for my family, and basically I was a slave to my business. And I didn't want to end up my life like that, working every day. Therefore, I looked for other opportunity to make extra money. I invested in property, vacation home rental, hoping to create another income so I can leave my job and get more income from rental property. That didn't work out because most of the money that I actually received from the rental were paid out to management company, to housekeeper, to all of those things. By the end of the day, the money come back to me, very little or nothing. And I decided to, later on I told my wife I decided to go back to school, go to college to get a degree. I said, by getting a degree, probably I get a good job and probably I get insurance for myself and for my family. And I enrolled in the college to get a degree in CJ, criminal justice. I don't know what it is. They told me that, oh, you go into criminal justice, probably you never get laid off, and you know. But after 5 years,
Mental unbreakable.
after 5 years of attending college, I finally graduated. Was so excited, but disappointed at the same time because I was ready to go in the field, whether become a police officer or become a correction officer or working for immigration. But they said they want me to have experience before I have to go through a certain class or a skill before they hire me. That ended up didn't work out. So I was stressed out until I got really, really sick. And my wife, wonderful wife, was kind of worried about me. So she went looking for opportunity, right? And she found Jeunesse. I remember she walked home, she was so excited, said, honey, we're gonna make $1 million. And I look at her.
It happened. It happened. Not only 1 million. He used to not to have off day. He worked 363 days, only Thanksgiving and Christmas. To us, to our family, this is so very precious. After Thanksgiving, it's okay, I still have Christmas. But after Christmas, I have to wait for another year. Oh my God, think about it, goosebumps.
Well, my reaction to her when I look at her and I ask her, honey, is this a network marketing company?
Yes, I can tell you, in this
What was
business,
my reaction?
in this business, we have 3 types of people. One is break crunchy apple that say yes to you right away, which is, yes, you know, if they see the business like myself, break crunchy apple. The second type is they will ask question after question. They are red apple. No, they are green apple. The third one is rotten apple. At that time, he is rot. But now look at him.
Well, she's right. She's right. Let me just clarify this. As we go to the business, we sort out people. We have people like red apple, green apple, and rotten apple. But remember, not all rotten apples are rotten. Right? Right? Not all rotten.
He is so crunchy and juicy now. He's more crazier than me now. He talks to everyone. Last time he warned me, honey, when you go out to shop or eat, don't talk to anyone. But now, they will wait for me. When they see me prospecting, they will wait for me. At that time, they feel so embarrassed that, oh, mom is going to talk to somebody else, or my wife is going to talk to somebody. And he warned me not to go to the flea market. Don't come and embarrass me. But now he talks to everyone.
Thank you for that. Well, so I told her that I was a skeptic person. So I wasn't interested. My health was pretty bad shape. I told her that I'm not going to do this. You know, she kept talking and talking and talking about Jeunesse every single day. But in the house, you can hear her talking over there, over there, over there. In the bathroom, dinner table, in the car, at the doctor office, and the grocery store. So, you know, like the bee keep buzzing. Come to a point like, I give up. I join you, honey. I surrender.
You make the right decision.
But she showed me that how powerful this compensation plan that can give us the time freedom and how powerful it is we can earn that residual income. I was impressed. So I joined, I started, it was difficult in the beginning like any other business. It's not easy. But after 5 years working as a team, we argue a lot, we have a lot of disagreement, but our goal is still the same by the end of the day.
That's right.
Right? So we work together after 5 years, hard work, making calls, presenting, talking to people, training, and helping those people that we brought them into the business to grow, to expand, to advance their business. We became diamond.
There's a tip I want to share with all of you. When you talk until your mouth is numb and you are like sleep also, you talk about it, you dream about it, you're almost success. You will make it.
Now, one of the things that we don't get when I was working in my conventional business is time freedom. We have time freedom right now. Our lifestyle is totally has totally changed. Okay, I can spend more time with my children. I mean, everybody's looking for time and for more money, but this time that I have, I mean, I never had in the past. In the past, by the time I got home to work, my kids, they were all in bed. I gotta sneak in to look at their face. You know, by the time in the morning, I already go to work, and then, I did not get a chance to see them. I didn't spend time to see them. Now I have time to see them, to spend time with them, to go to movies with them, do things with them. But most importantly, I take them to vacation every single year. Talking about vacation, since I started Jeunesse, my wife and I started Jeunesse, we've been to so many incentive trips. I mean, some with my children. We've been to Alaska cruise, Mediterranean cruise, Cancun, Mexico, Punta Cana, Hawaii, what do you call it? Ireland, Scotland.
Bora Bora.
Guess what? Coming. End of this month, we are going to Rome. And you know what? The best part is that all this trip were paid by Jeunesse Global, all inclusive. You just buy a ticket to go there, the food, the lodging is all provided. If I'm still in my old conventional business, you think that I can afford to go to all this trip? Never. I'm telling you, never. My kids, they're proud. I mean, they look at us, our life is transformed. They want to join Jeunesse too. My daughter and her boyfriend joined Jeunesse because they saw our life has transformed. Now, not only that, my wife has elderly parents in Malaysia. In the past, I can't afford for her to go back to Malaysia to visit her parents. I didn't even have the kind of money. Even if I have the kind of money, it's all on my credit card. I have to pay with my credit card, and I have to make a small payment every single month. But right now, she flies back to Malaysia every single month. Not only to visit her elderly parents, but also to help to build a team in Asia.
It's not about Jeunesse, I would be nothing. So Jeunesse is a platform for everyone. If you have dream, you see this and you seize it and you go for it and don't give up, you will reach it. So a housewife, no income, no contacts, no dream to be who I am today. I hope that we inspire you to dream more, want more, and go for more. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Okay, if you're not a part of Jeunesse, be part of Jeunesse. Take quick action. Fast action. Help those that you brought into the business, and you're on the way to your lifestyle. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the introduction. And now please welcome back to the stage, General Manager of US, Brett Webb.
Hello again, how you doing? All right, so the next person I get to introduce is a member of our medical advisory board, our scientific advisory board, Dr. Donna Antar. And so have you guys, you remember the show Fame on TV?
Yes.
Okay, that's the high school she went to. All right, so she's a ballerina. She could have maybe been in those scenes, maybe not, but she was there. That's where she went to high school, so she's a professional ballerina. So she was always into health. And then she got a degree as a dietitian. So she was really interested in being healthy. Then she went on to go to medical school. She got accepted to Harvard and to Johns Hopkins, so the two top schools in the nation. So, I talked about Randy, when we have smart people around here, we've got smart people around here. Now, what she did, though, was really interesting. She didn't choose to go to either one of those because her focus was on preventative medicine, and that was kind of a new radical thing at that time. And she was about a lifestyle. She was about living healthy, not just about fixing things that were broken. So she went to another top school, University of California, San Diego Medical School, and that's where she got her medical degree. And she went into, like I said, it was radical at the time of preventative medicine. So everything she's done with her career has been looking at how do we live a better, healthier life. And so that's reflected in the products that we have and the science we have in this company. Let's give a big warm welcome to Dr. Donna Antar.
All right, welcome everybody. So excited to see the room smiling faces. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to review for you kind of a top-level approach to our product line and what it is. So first of all, what it is multiple billion-dollar industries. So we don't just have one product that's in a billion-dollar industry. We have multiple products that are in billion-dollar industries. We also have other doctors on the medical advisory board or the scientific advisory board. And Dr. Nathan Newman, Dr. Vincent Giampapa, Dr. William Anslog, and myself. And actually, we also have a stem cell scientist, a stem cell scientific researcher by the name of Christian Drapeau. He's also on there. So, if you look at all our products, it is something called YES, or Youth Enhancement System. And our Youth Enhancement System is very unique because we can use all of our products at the same time. They all work together synergistically, and yet they all each have a wow factor. In other words, each product alone could have started a company. So that makes each of our products something different than you're going to find anywhere else, not just in the industry, but anywhere that you can find. So let me start going through some of those. Jeunesse, with Dr. Nathan Newman, who created Jeunesse with APT 200, which stands for Advanced Polypeptide Technology 200. He developed that product, and that was the product that I think you heard Wendy in the video talk about. That's how they kind of met him. He now has built multiple products in the product line, but here's the most important point. Nothing in the product for the skincare is bad at all. So we have no bad ingredients, no parabens or anything like that. We have all unique good things like stem cell technology that no other products have. And we have results like this. Now, not everybody has that result because not everybody has her skin or looks kind of that bad to begin with. But, and you saw that, actually, I saw that they rolled that into Wendy's and Wendy and Randy's talk. This actually is a clinical study. So it wasn't enough that we had all of these testimonials, all of these before and afters. We wanted to do an actual study by an independent lab on the Jeunesse product line. So we did. This lady in the study had 65% reduction in deep lines. But this is the part of the study that I think is the most dramatic. How many of you have ever had somebody say to you, oh, you only want to sell me that, or you only want to get me involved so that you'll make some money? Every once in a while somebody might say that to you, or in the beginning. But here's the deal. The people in this study didn't know it was network marketing, didn't know the name of the product, didn't know anything about it because it was blinded, okay? But when they were asked, would you recommend these products to your family, friends, and coworkers, what did they say? Yes. 100% of them said yes. And I'm going to tell you something else. We did a second study a couple of years later when they looked at the survey part of the study. Guess what? They asked the same question, and guess how many people said yes? 100% of the people said yes. So that's 2 for 2. So this is a product line and our other products, but this one we've got clinical proof. People are going to use it anyway. They're going to use it just because it's that great. So that's our skincare line. Then we have something that is more of an instant gratification. Doesn't last much more than 6 hours, but hey, when you get results like these, that's okay. People use it for when they're going, you know, to do pictures or out for the evening. Also, it happens in 2 minutes. That's the really big thing. You can actually watch the person's eye change. So it is really fun, really dramatic, and it gets people's attention. It is the most incredible door opener I've pretty much ever seen. Now, we don't just have a weight management system, we have a fat management system. And that's very different. Everybody keeps talking about, or others talk about losing weight. But we're talking about losing extra fat, fat you don't need, and being able to build lean tissue that keeps you healthy and what? Young, because we're a youth enhancement company, right? So there's just one example of somebody that went through the program when we first started it. So it obviously does work. There's lots and lots of other pictures, but there's not lots and lots of time. So, but you can find them online. Okay, so next one on there is a product called Envy, because you know you'll be the envy when you use this. It is a spray-on foundation that gives you an airbrush look in literally a few seconds, because you just sort of spray it on and then you pat it and you're done. Like perfect, flawless skin, you're done. And what's really fun is it really does last, and you can, with a certain little layering technique, you can cover tattoos if you wanted to. You can do so many things with this product, and it doesn't need, you know, you've seen the thing on TV, right, where it has the little, it's the little sprayer and you have to pour the makeup in it. Right? Yeah, the airbrush. Well, the problem with that is it gets all bumped up and then colors different. And these are in individual little cans. And so they make it easy, fast, exactly what women want, and sometimes men, because there's a bronzer. You might want to look like you've been out in Hawaii. You know, you never know. Okay? But it's exactly what we want. Fast, easy, and good for your skin. It not only has some APT200 in it, but it also has, again, no bad ingredients, no talc, no parabens. It is only good for you, for your skin. The next one there that you'll see is Nevo, and Nevo is an energy drink, but it's an energy drink different, because it's an energy drink with less sugar. It's an energy drink with natural caffeine. And I personally wouldn't recommend somebody to start using energy drinks if you don't already use them. If you don't already use them, you don't need to start using them. But if you do use them, I guarantee you this one is better. One, it'll be better for you because, see, natural caffeine goes like this, whereas synthetic caffeine kind of goes like this, and that's not healthy for your central nervous system. So it's a much healthier version of an energy drink, but trust me, it's an energy drink. Don't think it's lesser than, because it's not. I don't drink energy drinks, but I do drink coffee, and I was really jet lagged, and I thought, oh, I'll just have like a can, because they do taste really good. So I had a can. I didn't sleep like for 2 days. I'm like, okay, this isn't really plenty strong. Okay, all right. So Naada is beauty from the inside out, because we've been talking about beauty from the outside in, right? With skincare, Jeunesse, and Instantly Ageless, and Envy. But now this is beauty from the inside out, because it is a hydrolyzed collagen. And hydrolyzed collagen is really amazing for your skin. It's amazing for your nails, hair. It just gives you back the collagen that we have less and less and less of when we are older.
Getting wise.
What?
Getting wise.
Getting wise. Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm using it from now on. When we're getting wise, I love it. Okay. All right. The next product there is Revita Blue. And Revita Blue is one of the newest products that we have in our lineup. was developed by the stem cell researcher Christian Gerbeau. He's written a couple books on nutritional stem cell enhancement because guess what? We all have adult stem cells in our bodies.
Yes.
And those adult stem cells are there for a purpose. It's to maintain our health. It's to help us to try to make better things that may not be so perfect. But they're there on purpose. But the thing of it is, just like so many things, they don't work as good. There's not as many that get out into your circulation, which is where you need them, as we get older. So Mr. Gerbeau found ingredients that were put on the planet that have this wonderful benefit of enhancing our natural stem cell system. And that is what you get in the little stick pack of Revita Blue. Put it in water. As a matter of fact, that's mine over there. That's what I was drinking before we went on. And the video is really cool because it says, it makes you a better you.
Yes.
And that's, I couldn't have said it better. I mean, it's really exactly what it does. So, now, mine is a little gel pack. Rip off the top, you drink it, and it is just that, mind. It's for your brain. It helps you maintain focus. It helps you remember words, things. And when you use 1 to 2 packets for 30 days, that's what the clinical studies show where your benefits come in. Has 2 very unique ingredients called Serac-U and L-theanine. Next one is Finity. How many of you have ever heard of telomeres? Raise your hand. Telomeres. That's pretty good. Guys are a very well-educated audience. So telomeres are the ends of our DNA. Everybody knows what our DNA, right? Our DNA is, it looks like a ladder that's been twisted. You've seen pictures of it, right? Well, at the ends are these strands called telomeres. And nobody knew what they did for the longest time until these 3 scientists figured out that our telomeres keep our cells young. So, see, you have Revita Blue coming in to help the stem cells. What they do is they make new, fresh, healthy cells. What does something that helps maintain your telomeres do? It helps keep the cells you already have healthy. So see, we're getting at things from multiple angles so that we have the best possible. Reveal. Oh my gosh. Reveal is our latest product from Dr. Nathan Newman. And what I can say is that it helps hair become, it is a combination of it's a shampoo, it's a leave-in conditioner, and a serum that you put on the scalp. Hair looks thicker, it looks more manageable, and it's just amazing. You've got to see, just go online and look at some pictures. It is, again, no bad ingredients, only good ingredients, and Dr. Newman has been working on this until he finally got it. For 15 years, he's been working on this, and he finally got it now. Next one is AMPM. I have to show you this. AMPM is about 74 ingredients in each one. They are different. Do not mix them up, because otherwise you'll be asleep in the day and awake at night. So, but here's the cool thing. There are so many ingredients in AMPM that they couldn't put them on the outside of the bottle. So where did we put them? I actually had one person who was at a presentation, and they were kind of like, why are there no ingredients on the AMPM? Okay. Very good. There they are. Because there's so many, we didn't have any room, so we had to make this really cool special label that has all of the ingredients, and the ingredients are in categories. So the categories tell you what those ingredients are here for, which is really neat, because most of the time, ingredient lists are these just giant lists. And even I can't keep every ingredient on the planet, every botanical on the planet in my head. So I would have to look them all up and see why are they in there, what are they for. No, done for you, right? So you don't need, you especially don't need a brochure for AM PM because it's right here. Here is your brochure. You can do that. All right. Okie dokie. So, read this. Last but certainly not least is Reserve. Because Reserve started the company along with Luminous. So there was Luminous and there was Reserve. It's in a little packet, you tear it off, you drink it, kind of tastes like grape juice or blueberry. Depends on each person, they tell me different things. I personally think it tastes more like grape. So, how many of you have heard that red wine is good for you? I mean, show of hands. Red wine is good for you. Yeah, see, I always get that. I not only get hands, I get, all right! Because it is good for you because of the ingredient in red wine called? Resveratrol. Such a smart one. Resveratrol, that's exactly right. And resveratrol, the nutrient, has been the subject of hundreds and hundreds of studies that have been done that show how valuable to our health resveratrol is. Well, the good news is that you don't have to, you can drink, of course, your glass of wine, but to get all the resveratrol that's in our little packet, you probably have to drink about, I don't know, 80 bottles of wine. So it's not really practical. But just a packet of Reserve gives you that. And that is one of the #1 selling products in our entire line of products. And I think it's because people feel it, and they feel that it works. So it's an amazing product. It tastes great. People love it. It's all fruit extracts. There's no, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors. Everything is natural in all of the products that you see there. So with that, I want to thank you for being such an attentive audience. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you so much, Dr. Donna. And now, to give us a short testimonial, please welcome to the stage Sapphire Executive Darlene Stark.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Darlene Stark, and I've been in this company. It's been the most wonderful experience for me. My anniversary was March 28th, and it was 8 years. At the age of 68 years old, I was looking in the mirror and I was not liking what I was seeing. And at that time, President Obama had opened it up where they could do research on stem cells, and I was very interested in that. And I got an email from my sponsor about with a video of Dr. Newman talking about his research in the stem cell, our serum, and how it was created. And I was so intrigued by that, but yet I was so skeptical because the network marketing company I was in right before this, it was a ground floor opportunity that when I got my first check, it was out of business. So I came here and checked out Jeunesse, met Randy and Wendy, fell in love with them, and started on the serum. Back then, an ambassador package was, I don't know, 13 bottles of serum. So that's what I started my business with, and I thought, you know, it's a year's supply. If I don't sell any of it, I'm good for a year. I took it home, and one drop in the morning, one drop at night, and this is 8 years later, and I'll be 77 in July. I love this product. It works. And you saw Lynn's picture earlier. I happen to be the one that delivered her first bottle of Jeunesse, of the serum. And that picture is accurate. Wendy actually asked Dr. Newman if that was possible with his serum. And it is. He told her yes, it was possible. And she uses it every day, just like I do. I wouldn't go a day without it. People say, what one product would you not do without? And I said, well, there's not just one because we use them all. But the serum is actually, I would never go without the serum. And the second product that I wanted to mention is the PM. And this is about my husband. Before they came out with the PMs, he was getting up 3, 4, 5 times during the night. And in the morning, he was such a deadhead. He couldn't, I mean, he was there, but he wasn't all there. And, you know, it was stuff around our house when you're not sleeping at night and then you get up and there's a zombie living with you. Well, as soon as they came out with the PMs, we were at a conference at Lee, at Expo, and he said, go buy some right now. So I went and got it. He took it that night. He slept all night. And he gets up maybe once, maybe twice every once in a while, but mostly he sleeps all night, every night. We both are much happier people. We're so grateful for this product. All the products are good and they work together, and we both love them, and I know you will too. And that's just about all I've got to say. And if you've got any questions, I'll be happy to answer them after we're through.
Thank you so much, Darby. Next, we'd like to welcome, to give us a little bit of an overview of the compensation plan, Diamond Director Steve Merritt.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? All right. What a fantastic start to your day already. You got to hear the founders, our CDO. What an incredible. Thank you. All right. I just ran up here. How are you all doing? Good. All right, you excited about your future? Yeah. And you know, the incredible opportunity that you have here today is that you can really picture where you could possibly go if you put in the effort. I mean, it doesn't matter what opportunity that you take advantage of, you've got to put in the effort. And I will tell you this much, I'm confident that if you do it here with us in Jeunesse, you're going to see dreams happen for you just like it happened for me. I mean, when my wife Jean and I first got started, I was a pro athlete for over 25 years, and I had just recently retired, so I had to get a job. And I will say this much, that if you've never traveled around the world and had the freedom to do whatever you want to do whenever you want, I used to travel all over, taking my in-laws, my wife, one of my kids, my youngest daughter Mia, we went all over the world. But then when I had to get a job, reality set in, and I wasn't able to experience that. But if you haven't done that, you know, you might be at an office desk your whole life, so you think that's how everybody lives, but that's not. People are. The great thing about Instagram and Facebook now, you can see that people are living a dream lifestyle. Am I right? Yeah. And you know what? If you would like to have that, all you need is a vehicle, and that's what Jeunesse is. And it's the best vehicle I've ever experienced in our industry and anywhere around the world. I've never seen anyone that could just be broke like I was. I had no time because I got my wife actually went into the office as a flight attendant, and they cut her pay after 20 years being a flight attendant. They cut her pay in half. And that could happen to anybody nowadays. So that's reality, and it happened to us. And we're raising 4 kids. Then I had to take a second job. So when I first heard about the opportunity, I was working 2 jobs. Gina was leaving our house 3 to 4 days a week. And we are raising 4 kids, and we needed to, they still wanted to eat, so we had to find another way to make money, all right? So we're praying for an opportunity. We didn't even know this is what we were looking for, but God's got a sense of humor. You kind of got to laugh at yourself to even think you're sitting here, because we know nobody wants to do something different at this point in their life. Am I right? I mean, it's not that you want to do something different, but you got to look at the end result. A lot of times people might say, hey, I'm not sure if I want to do it. No, I'm not asking if you want to do it. If you got a dream and you're serious about it. In my case, I wanted to bring my wife home from work. I just got back from Rio this weekend, and we had over 15,000 people. Just broke 3 new diamonds over there in their 20s and 30s. One of them was up here a couple of weeks, last month. Beto was here in his 30s. And you know, they're all maxing out their cycles. So the average, maxing out your cycles, I'm going to talk about, is over $26,000 per week. Anybody use that? Oh yeah. All right. So I mean, if you ever thought of having that possibility, I'm not sure if your boss is going around saying, "Hey, I got this bonus, so we can give you an extra $26,000 a week." But if he's not, get started. I mean, it's not like we started because we wanted to do something different. We just had a dream. My goal was because I was tired of seeing my wife every time she had to leave, tears coming down her eyes because she had to leave our 4 kids for 25 years, for 3 to 4 days. She couldn't get off on their birthdays. She couldn't get off on holidays. She had to do whatever the airline told her to do. And she's been retired since August 1st, 2018. That was my dream, right? And if it can happen for me, no money, busy, and no big influence over people. I just started talking to people that were in my cell phone. And if it can happen for me, it can happen for you. So we're going to talk about money right now. Because we heard about how incredible the company is and how they stand by you. I mean, the great thing about our compensation plan is we haven't changed it since it started over 9 years ago. Wendy and Randy have kept the compensation plan the way it is, and that is the way they're keeping it, and that's incredible. I mean, even in conventional sales, when people start winning and succeeding, I was talking to my dad yesterday. Every time he started getting generating some serious income in his sales career, they change the goalpost, or they move it further, or they add somebody else into his region, or they take a region away from him. So it's incredible that you can get started today and have the exact same compensation plan that everyone that got started before earlier in their career in Jeunesse. So I'm going to talk about the opportunity. There's 6 ways to generate income in our compensation plan. I don't know how many there are in your office. Okay, would you like to have 6? Okay, let me highlight a couple. I'm going to go through them all, but there's a retail. The 2 ways you generate income here, if you're wanting to know exactly what we do and how we do it, we create customers so you can sell to you can get these incredible products. In fact, my mom was like, hey, can you make sure I need more products? I need more products yesterday when I was with her. So, you get and she wants the Revita Blue, and she wants the Monavie, and she wants the Reserve and the Mind because she keeps forgetting where her keys are. Right? So, if your own mom is loving your products, she's probably the toughest customer you'd have. Okay? So, think about this, and so you could sell to your aunt, your neighbor, your mom, okay? You could actually send a link as well, and you make the difference between wholesale and retail when you meet a friend at the water cooler at the office and he says he wants to get in better shape, okay? You talk about our Zen line. I was with Mark McDonald this weekend, and man, people are going crazy around the world about our Zen Project 8, not only weight management products, but a whole complete system, community of people to help encourage you to get to where you want to be in your health. It doesn't matter how much money you make if you don't have health, am I right? Your health, you're not going to be able to be traveling around the world with us. So, when you send that link to your friend, he can look at his, he can click the link and he can purchase from you, and you're going to get paid the difference between wholesale and retail. So that's one way that you can make money through customers. The second way is you set people up in their own business, just like you're in your own business, and as they succeed, just like franchising, it's the closest opportunity to franchising, because as they start winning and succeeding, and they create profits for themselves, you create an income for you, not based on all of your efforts anymore, based on all the efforts of the people that are winning and succeeding that you're putting together in your team. So, isn't it time that you start generating income not only from your own efforts, leveraging your time? It's like today, all these people here, if this was someone's team and this is their right team and this is their left team, think about what can happen if everybody puts in an extra hour today, an extra 2 hours, all right? They're building it part-time, but all these people building their own business leverages your time to the point where, what about when you got 15,000 people like we experienced this weekend? So, those are the 2 ways that you generate income. Keep it real simple. Don't try to complicate things, okay? The only way you can duplicate a model very quickly is it's got to be simple, and that's what we do here. So, there's retail sales bonus, team commission, going to go over that, matching bonus, I'm going to go over that, customer acquisition program. We've got a diamond pool, so you get bonuses every quarter from our diamond pool. And even if you have a business in Brazil, but you don't have a business in China, the diamond pool pays out all over the world every single quarter as you go diamond. So we encourage you to get to diamond as fast as you possibly can. Okay, we're going to talk about the team commission first. And in the team commission, you first got to get registered. So you're going to have to get registered in your business. It's $29.95. It's incredible what you get offered. Your entire back office, a J-Mobile app that you run your entire business from for $29.95. I mean, it's almost embarrassing. That's probably the toughest thing, difference between a franchise and us, is a franchise, you're gonna get a playbook, exactly what to do and how to do it. The leaders here have the information of exactly how to, a turnkey system to teach you how to win and succeed in your business. But if you don't follow that playbook in a franchise, they take your franchise away. Here it's volunteer. So the hard part is you didn't put $250,000 into that franchise, so it's like $29.95. You know, people don't take it as serious of how big it could be, and I encourage you not to make that mistake. Obviously, the diamonds that are going across today did make this mistake. So here you are, you're getting your, what we call kit. And the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna start, we build the team commission is paid out in a binary compensation plan. So you're just building a right team and a left team. I'm gonna show you how, just simply by going right and left and helping people succeed, you can generate income. Now you get to pick your package. We got packages up here. I'm gonna tell you what we suggest and how we move through the ranks so quickly, and the leaders that are here in this room did as well. We've got a Supreme Pack and the Ambassador Pack. So you can see the Supreme Pack. There's like a retail pack is what I call it, their basic package. So you can get started from $200 all the way up to $2,000. We've got a package for $2,000. I suggest the $999, the $1,000 Supreme, Ambassador package, which is on the far right there, and you can see. We've got some here today, so whoever wants to get in. Again, the way this works when I explain it to you is, as you get in, people are gonna, can get placed underneath you, and you can do the same thing for your friends. You don't know who they are, but you get paid for those people, so whoever gets their ambassador package first, if your friend invited you today, that means they're inviting a lot more people. They probably have a group here, they probably got people that they've been talking to around the world that might not even be in this region, and as you get in, the sooner you get in, the sooner people are gonna get started underneath you. I remember I sponsored all kinds of my friends, said get your spot, get in, and we sponsored a friend that put 100 people in 5 days. And everyone became successful that got in before them. So because they lit up the business. So let's just say this is as you're getting started. What do you do when you break out of here? You're going to get yourself someone started on the left side. Let's say you got your friend Bill, all right, and he's going to come in on the proper package. The company actually rewards you, gives you an extra bonus when you get started on the ambassador package. They give you one on the Supreme package, but not near as much as you do on the ambassador. So you got Bill on the one side, Mary on the other. So in order for you to start collecting money in your business, you've got to sponsor one person on the right, one on the left. Now Mary chose the most inexpensive package, which is $199. So she got 100 points in her program, and in turn Bill's got 50 points, and they all count for you. So all the points of the people that get in your business count for you. So you can see now our goal is, this is what we call executive, and our goal for you is to get you executive in the first 24 to 48 hours. I want you to really grasp this concept of putting one right and one left. Do you believe that everybody here, if you're brand new, can start 2 people in their own business?
Absolutely.
Okay, absolutely. Right, 2 people. Okay, now, do you believe everybody that you know could put 2 people in, one right and one left?
Yeah. Yes.
If you just keep it that simple, don't try to think that I've got to go to, we've all these different levels, jade, pearl, sapphire 2550 elite, we got ruby, we got emerald, we got diamond. I mean, we know you don't want to be called names. We don't want to be called names either. But if they start sending you a check at $26,250 a week, you care what they call you. Call me Tutti Frutti. You know what I mean? Don't get hung up on the name call. You've been called first. Okay? So you're going to go executive. In our new program, we call it STAR. I'm going to go over that in a little bit. But the company keeps adding big bonuses on top to incentivize you to help grow. And they're really focusing on big bonuses here in North America because we've been building this business in Brazil and building it in you heard these guys up here talking about Malaysia, okay? Talking about China. So we've been building all over the world, but we're really focused right now on the founders really are putting their efforts and the cash here in North America. So we got a big promotion going on when you put one right and one left on a Supreme package or above. So because Mary only got the $100 package, you didn't receive the $100 bonus that they give you. So I'm telling you exactly what I would do if I was you getting started in the business and what exactly Gina, myself, and our team does. We get people started right on the ambassador package. Now watch as we go. Bill got in on the ambassador package, and what's going to happen is everyone does whatever you do. It's like if you got in on a basic package and you try to sponsor your friend on an ambassador package, you think he's going to ask you, what'd you get? Yes. Oh, I got the ambassador. I can see in your eyes you didn't get the ambassador. You get one of them cheap ones, right? See what I mean? Okay? So you're going to sponsor, Bill's going to do the same thing you did. Remember I said it's a duplicatable pattern. You're going to go executive, you're going to help your friend go executive, okay? So Bill is going to put Mike on his left, Sue on his right. Look at what happens with Bill's team. His people duplicate what he did. He got the ambassador package, they do the exact same thing. His points are starting to add up, okay? Now let's look, we're going to add up his points. So you can see he's got 600, okay, every time you put 600 and 300 points on a side, you're going to get a cycle, which is worth $35. Now what happens is, you can max out, they max it out at 750 cycles. So at 750 cycles, that's where if you take that times 35, it comes out to $26,250 per week, okay? So they gotta cap it because, remember I said, everybody goes underneath everybody, nobody knows anybody, but they all get paid for everybody. Okay, that's pretty interesting. You know, think about in sales, you only get paid for the people you bring to the table. In most networks, it's the exact same way. In our network, everybody gets paid into infinity, but they got to cap it somewhere. Does that make sense? Okay. So it's as fast as you want to put two people in and help your friends do the same. Watch. You got 1,500 points now on the left side, okay? And it doesn't matter which side. The computer goes back and forth, grabbing points and helping you to cycle. Now watch Mary. She's going to put someone on her left and someone on her right. And look at how they're coming in. They're coming in just like her with only 100 points because people are going to do whatever you do. So a lot of times people think they're going to take shortcuts, but they really didn't take a shortcut. You know, I'm going to take it the cheapest route. Well, guess what? You're going to have to work a lot harder because your people aren't going to be getting started properly. They don't have all the products, so they can sample all the products, believe what Dr. Antar was talking about, and then they can promote them much easier. So look at how they came in. Now, you got 300 points on the right, so you're going to cycle because you had 300 on one side and over 600 on the other. And you can see how they subtract your points. As long as you're on the smart delivery, the points accumulate. Kind of like, remember years ago they had rollover minutes? You know, some of you remember, right? There's a lot of young folks in here, you know what that is, right? But some of us remember the roll, we like that. You know, the rollover, you could use your minutes later on. It was not like unlimited like they have now, okay? So here, as long as you're on our smart delivery, picking one product, that's your real overhead of your whole business. We got a multi-million-dollar company, and the overhead we have is the same $100 a month overhead that we had when we got started. Is that incredible? I mean, that's you can build your business as big as you want it. So now you see how we subtracted the 600 points. We got 900 points left over there. On the other side, we don't have any points. So we have 900 points left, still on the left side, but you cycle. So you saw the concept by you simply putting yourself one right, one left, and helping your friends do the same. And our new promotion, we call that a star maker, and they give you $100 for helping your friend do the same thing that they're going to get $100 for. So that's pretty incredible. By you helping Mary, she put everybody on a Supreme package or above, she would get $100, and you get another $100. So they just keep putting cash in your pocket. I mean, I don't know if your boss is going around handing out $100 bills, but if he's not, let's go. All right, let's get started. Now watch this. This is actually what happened to Gina and myself. One of our team members put a gentleman from Malaysia, Sam here, came in, and let's just say he gets started properly, and he's from Malaysia. So we've got businesses all over the world because people knew somebody around the world. You could basically call up, like I called my cousin up to put my one right and one left, and said, Mike, give me your credit card. He was my best man at my wedding, okay? We're getting in business together. And I called my mom, give me your credit card. I even owed her money and she gave me her credit card. She was hoping this would work so that she could get paid back, okay? So you don't, I mean, you know a cousin that lives somewhere around the world or around the country, you just call them, you're in business together. Two people, okay? So, Sam lives in Malaysia and he starts building the business there. And you have the people above him, hold on. Okay, I guess the example that we want to do is say, hey, Sam goes and builds a huge business throughout Malaysia, and all the people above him get credit for the points, kind of like what I was saying earlier about my friends that live right here. All their volume counted for everybody that got in above them, up to the $26,250 a week. Okay, so Now, watch this. This is the matching bonus. So, again, it's just, you're going to put people right and people left. Let me help you on this. If you have two good people, one right and one left, just two, that get serious and they want to go diamond in the business, by them going diamond, you can max out the team commission of $26,250 a week. Now, a lot of times it doesn't happen with your first two, but isn't it comforting to know that you only got to find two good ones to max out that part of the compensation plan? Is that incredible? I mean, that is wild, and it gives you hope. It's like my wife. She showed a flight attendant friend of hers years ago when we first got started, and the girl said, no, I would never do that. I don't want to do it. Okay, no problem. She was 10 years younger than her. Just recently, we had a get together at a house, and one of our friends said, you got to meet Gina and see what's going on with this business. It's even going crazier than it was when she first came to you. Okay, I'll come over to her house. So we had all these people together, and she was there, and she came up to the front, and she looks at least 10 years older, maybe 20 years older than my wife, okay? She hasn't been using our products, okay? And it's terrible, I'm just saying, this is what you watch people, okay? You're gonna see, and it's not only the products, it's the hope that, watch this, if you know that the next person you sponsor could be the person that goes diamond, could be the biggest person ever in Jeunesse, because we're only been in business for just over 9 years, I'm telling you, the biggest person hasn't even saw the big picture, how this opportunity works. You could be the one that talks to them. That gives you hope, because that girl is still in the tube that Gina was stuck in. You know, everybody's got a different office. Mine was a boat, because I was a professional water skier, okay? Gina was stuck in a tube, and if she didn't have a vehicle to get her out of that tube, she'd still be in that tube, and the hope of getting out of it keeps your dream alive. You with me on that? So that's what's exciting here, putting people right and left. Now that's the one bonus I'm going through. Out of the 6, I'm going to highlight that and the matching bonus, and then we'll move on. So the matching bonus, this is what really looks close to franchising. So you're going to get started. You got Bill started, and you got Mary, okay, and you got Sam. Now, in the diagram, it showed that you knew Sam. So those are your 3 personals that you sponsored, and the computer not only helps put the people right and left as they get in your business, but they also know which ones you brought in. So remember I said on the team commission you get paid for people you don't know. Here you get paid for the people you do know and the people they sponsor. So you're going to get paid a percentage from them. So your first level, you're going to get paid 20% of anyone you personally sponsor, and you can sponsor as many people as you want. I know Carlos is coming up after me. I asked him how many people he personally sponsored. 100 people. So think about that. 100 people in your line, and the person who sponsored him, my friend Matt, gets 20%. So we're going to talk about customer acquisition, but I'll tell you right now, when you've got 5 customers, you're going to generate 25%, and when you have 10 customers, you generate 30%. It's a pretty high incentive for everyone to get customers. So 20% of what goes through. So if somebody makes $1,000 that you help get started, you help them make $1,000 a week, you're going to generate $200 on top of your team commission. Is that exciting? All right. Very simple to understand. I know it's not easy to learn somebody else's career or occupation in a short period, but this isn't that complicated. You put people right, you put people left, you make money. Any questions? Right? It's amazing the kind of questions you get when you get started. I think they're just trying to slow you down. Like one lady asked me, how many milligrams of acai are in the gym or in the reserve pack? Like, it's a good question. She got in because she's like, man, I like this guy. He told me I got a good question. Right? I had no idea. I mean, I asked her, why do you need to know how many milligrams of it? I don't know. I just thought I'd ask you. They ask you that about the comp plan, about all kinds of stuff. Don't try to figure everything out. Just get moving, because we'll all help you. You've got a team of people that want to help you win and succeed. So as you put people in, you're going to get paid a percentage of the profits that they generate in their business. So you see, we're talking about if you help 3 people move, you're going to see the kind of profit you're going to get from helping the 3. So you got, now what we're doing is the second level. On level 2, you're going to get paid 10%, 15%, I'm sorry, the people underneath the first generation. So I sponsor a friend, he sponsors another friend, I'm gonna get 15% of what goes through his business. It's the same people, interesting. Like, I'm helping a friend that's working with my friend, and you're getting paid for all the people that you're helping in depth. It's incredible. And again, you can't get anything closer to franchising. You don't have to come up with $250,000 to buy a franchise. I mean, most franchises, anyone that owns one will tell you they bought themselves a job. Okay? Here, you're mobile. You're running it from your mobile app on your cell phone, and you can build your business anywhere. That's the way of the future. The future isn't running a brick and mortar store. Everyone knows that's out. It's having access to a business that you can run online. So that's second generation. Okay? And as you go through the ranks, you're going to get paid more and more in depth. Third generation is going to be 10%. And fourth, fifth, and sixth, and seventh is going to be 5%. But that all adds up. I mean, even 5% of people down below that you didn't know because someone knew them, you're going to get paid as they create profits. So as you move through the ranks, so as you go Jade, Pearl, Sapphire, like I was talking about, they're going to pay you deeper and deeper in the depth of the matching bonus. Here's the customer acquisition program I was speaking about, where you get paid 25% when you have 5 customers, and when you have 10 customers, you get 30%. Okay, we talked about the diamond pool. Look at how much fun everybody's having on the diamond, with the diamond bonuses coming in every quarter, so we encourage you to take advantage of that. So, this is the Star Maker bonus that has been added this month to help fuel the fire for you to generate income. Our goal is to help you get started today and earn your money back. And they actually help you, show you in the Star Maker promotion of you getting in on a Supreme package. So pick what you want. I encourage you to get on the Ambassador package, because if you're serious, it's time to get to know all the products and get moving. And this does work with the Supreme package, so Supreme or above, but the Ambassador package is the one to get. It's going to run through April. And the company's pulling out all the stops. Their goal is to get you your $500 back for getting the Supreme pack. So what you do is you're in the business, and you're going to take and sponsor one right, one left, okay? And you're going to take, one right, one left, and you're going to get paid for going executive, which is an extra $100 in your pocket. Not only that, you're going to, because you got them started on a Supreme package, you're going to take and make an extra $100, so you've already got $300. If you look at here, you already made $300 just for putting one right, one left. Can you do that? Yeah. It took me 1 hour. Call my cousin, call my mom, I got 2 people. Okay? Before that, it took me 90 days because I was too cool. So if you don't have any money, or you don't have any time, or you think you're too cool, I said, hey, I signed more autographs as a world champion. I don't want to do this. Okay? Had my nose up, you know. But I sponsored so many people the same way. They usually come to meetings like this. I don't need this. They see this, they get going, they go crazy. Right? So don't be afraid to show the most successful people you know, because people are looking for a way to leverage their time. Okay? So, one right, one left. You could do it as fast as you want. I encourage you to get that done in the next 24 to 48 hours on the way home from today. Just get 2 people started, because the faster you get your business going, the faster everybody else is going to take advantage of that momentum that you're creating. Now your goal is to help your friend. So you see you got your friend John, you're going to help him become an executive, all right? Put one right, one left. We call it a star in this promotion. And then you're going to help your friend on the other side do the exact same thing. Every time you help a friend go executive, everybody gets a Supreme pack or above, they get $100, you get an extra $100. Like I said, and it's unlimited how many people that you can sponsor and help them go executive during this promotional period. I mean, they've pulled out all the stops. Go sponsor 10 people, and you can help them go executive. It's an extra $1,000 cash in your pocket. So, our goal is to help you earn your money back. Here's all here's everything that happens as you put those people right and those people left. Just you're basically one right, one left. Help each person do the exact same thing. And you're going to put $585 in your pocket. It costs you $500 to get started, plus the $29, so $530 to get started. You've earned your money back. All people need to know. You know that most conventional business owners never regain the initial investment they've made in their business. Okay? Think about this. How exciting it is. Now I will say this. You're going to have to use that dream that you've got, that you came here with today, to fuel the fire, to go make it happen, have some stamina. I've been in the business since they started, and I'm as excited more excited today than I was when I got started. Okay? So you're gonna have, why? Because I have a dream. I wanted something more for my family. Wanted to be able to travel. We're getting ready to go to Rome with my diamond friends. Our 55th free paid for trip by the company. Okay? I mean, I don't know how many trips your boss has given you, but if he isn't giving you free trips, then come on. Our next trip later this summer is our 56th free paid for trip to Bora Bora. I mean, it's gonna be our 3rd time they sent us there.
And you're flying first class.
First class, yes. Right? She even knows, right? She must be on Stephanie's team, right? We let everyone know how much fun we're having. And you're not traveling like all by yourself. You have to shut the Bora Bora Four Seasons down because it's actually like a honeymoon or a newlywed type location. Everyone's in their own bungalows. They're all trying to be peaceful and romantic and everything, and we all show up. Crazy, fired up there, running to the pool, running on the jet skis, running on the paddleboard. They're all trying to, like, snuggle up each other, right? So they shut the whole resort down because it doesn't mix, right? Isn't that incredible? And there's like rarely any companies. I've never heard of a company that shuts the entire Bora Bora Four Seasons down. So that's what you can enjoy. So get yourself to diamond as fast as you can. I mean, gotta put a few people right, a few people left, and run as fast as you can. Your friends that are here, we got incredible diamond leadership that'll help you get there because they want you to win and succeed. Doesn't happen in real corporate world. You climb that corporate ladder, and everybody wants your job. They want to do whatever they can do to get to where you're at, or they lose because you got the job. Here, everyone can win. If one person can go to Bora Bora, so can you. So I encourage you to take advantage of what is being taught today. Get yourself started. Don't procrastinate because you're really procrastinating on your dream. Think about it, right? It's your moment. You're probably ever in your lifetime will you have a team of people and a successful corporation like Jeunesse that wants to position you to win and succeed. If it hasn't happened before, odds are it's probably not going to happen in the future. So take advantage of this now because it only comes once in a lifetime that you can take advantage of an opportunity to help set your family free, and your family does deserve it. So it's been great, a pleasure sharing with you. Looking forward to getting to know you and meet you and having fun with you on the free trips. Have a great
And now to give us a testimonial, please welcome to the stage Carlos Conchazo.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Hey guys, great job for being here today. It is amazing. I just heard that I have 5 minutes. I didn't know. I was recording some videos outside. Carlos, come on, it's your turn. I'm like, what? I didn't know. But guys, this is such a blessing. I am so blessed to be here today with you guys. I know many of you travel from all around the country, even from other countries too, from Canada, Puerto Rico. It's amazing. I thank God every day, that my own doctor, he recommended one of the products a few years ago. I used to be a vice president for a bank, and I was so stressed out. Right now I'm out of breath, but it's because I was running. But I enjoyed this so much. I was so stressed out. As you can see, I lost all my hair. It caused me a divorce. I basically missed the first 5 years of my son's life because I was all the time working in that office. Do you guys have any kids? You have children? Guys, I can't get all emotional about that. I highly encourage you guys to use your kids as the reason to build this business, not as an excuse, okay? Like a lot of people say, no, I don't have a babysitter. No, just bring your kids. We don't care, Like, just keep them outside. My son, he's 13, and yes, I have missed the first 5 years of his life, but the second 5 years, I was able to take him to 64 countries with me, all 7 wonders of the world. I'm about to go to Rome, all expenses paid with Jeunesse. And guess what? Because I'm gonna be in Rome already, I'm like, you know what? I'm just buying a one-way ticket because I'm not in a rush to come back. I don't know what city I'm coming back from. So who would like that freedom, guys? Right? The freedom to have a business that you can run from your cell phone, anywhere with Wi-Fi. I've been in 71 countries, and I've been on 19 cruises. And I'm not saying this to brag or anything. I'm saying this so you can know that it's possible, guys. I was born in Cuba. I came here with nothing. I was born in Cuba. I got here to the United States after the American dream, and started driving an ice cream truck. through the neighborhoods in West Palm Beach, then I moved to Miami. So I started all the way from the bottom, guys. All these diamonds that you heard speaking here, they all started with $29.95, buying their package, going executive. So do not get like, oh man, you know, they're lucky. No, everyone, you know, we all have the same opportunity. So like I said, I'm going to Rome. I'll probably stay there like an extra 10 days. You know, my dad, he lives in Madrid. We probably rent a car and go to like 9 or 10 countries around there, whatever the night takes us. You know, we spend the night there. So it's amazing. Like I was on the cruise not too long ago, and I was in the jacuzzi. You know, the Merlos were there too. I was in the jacuzzi, and I saw a lady, she kept walking by all the time. I'm like, what is this lady? What's up with her? And she's like, I'm so sorry, sir. Are you working on a cruise? You know, like she tried to make me feel bad. I'm like, yes, with a big smile. Yes, I'm working on the cruise. I'd rather this to be my office than a cubicle, you know? I'm so happy to be working here, you know? So, guys, my desire for you is, you know, whatever your dream is, go after. Follow your leaders, follow, you know, your mentors, you know, your leaders here. You know, there's no other business that you can have multi-millionaires, you know, like guiding you. Like Steve Merritt, he just spoke here, double diamond. He used to be a world champion. You know, he has earned so many millions of dollars. He has been married for over 30 years, 4 kids, grandkids. You know, those are the people that we're following here. Calvin Becerra, you know, like all these big leaders I've been following for so many years. Todd Hartog, they're amazing guys. And we have vacation together. We've been to Hawaii together, like so many countries, building memories. You know, like my son is always asking, Papi, when is the next Jeunesse trip? You know, when is the next one? Because we were in Punta Cana having such a blast. He was hanging out more with, you know, Gina Mary and Steve and playing volleyball. I didn't even see him. I'm like, Marcos, hello, I'm your dad. He's like, he's just hanging out with all these diamonds and the kids. So it's amazing, guys. Like I said, run for your life. It is so worth it. It's not going to be easy, but guess what? If it would be easy, everybody would be a diamond, you know? So be proud of this company. You know, we're in 146 countries. It's amazing. So God bless you guys. Get started today, you know, and follow your leaders, okay? Go executive, become an executive machine, and that's what's going to make you go diamond and above. Take care.
Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to on your feet, give a warm round of applause for President of North America, Katie Holt-Larson.
Can you hear me? My mic is working. Okay, awesome. Does anyone here have an Apple Watch? Anyone like Apple? I love Apple. Is anyone's watch telling you need to stand up? Let's have you stand up. I think we need to get a little bit of energy going. And let's get 30 seconds of music. Let's let you stretch. Okay, I want to see everyone stretch. Come on. Let's get that person another 30 calories. Get those arms up. Go here to the next person over here. Now give that person a little shoulder massage, okay? Turn this way. So, okay, now you're right. Let's give them a blessing. Now give them a high five and say thanks for being here today. Okay, turn this way. Give them a 30-second shoulder massage. Thanks for being here today. All right, guys, have a seat. There's nothing like, I think anyway, one reason why I love my Apple Watch is because it tells me when I do good things. Don't you like to be validated by your technology? You made your steps. Congratulations. That's part of what I love about Jeunesse is we have so many ways with our bank advancements and our promotions and our trips and the times that we come together at events. We have so many ways that we validate, appreciate, and recognize each other. It's great to be part of this family. I want to say welcome today. I love the name of this event, Discover Jeunesse, because we're asking you to step back to a time. Remember when you were little, no one had to tell you to discover, did they? No one had to tell you to be curious and discover when you were little. Last night, I moved here recently. Is anyone here from Florida? Okay, so I've worked with this company for 4 years, but I've only recently moved here. Last night I went into my bathroom, I opened my toilet, there is a frog in my toilet. And I screamed, I'm like, who thinks there'll be a frog in the toilet? So I sent a text to a couple of my friends and I'm like, oh, MG, there's a frog in my toilet. Like, what? Is this what? it to my family. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need a boy right now, right? And my niece was like, oh, if my kids were there, they'd be so excited. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not that. I'm not discovering. I'm not in my discovery mode. So what we're asking you to do today is to bring that part of you that is that childlike curiosity, that gets excited about something new, that we're asking you to open your mind and to ask the question, what if? What we know is, and I love Simon Sinek, if you read any of his books about why, right? It's all about why. People don't care how we do it. They care, they're attracted to us. They're attracted to our passion when we ask the question why and when we're connected to our why. So as you are sitting there today and you're listening to the different speakers, what is your why? Is it for health and freedom? I found this industry 25 years ago, my husband and I, and we became distributors. And we came first for the products. We were so attracted to the healthy products and how it could transform our lives. That was our first why. We also became attracted, we really cared about multiple streams of income. Both of us were traditional business people. We both had finished graduate school. We were in our first jobs. But you know what? We were doing the 10, 12 hours a day, and we knew that we didn't want to do that forever. We knew that we could look for additional ways to bring money and to find ways to bring us financial opportunities. That also became part of our why. And family. I don't know how many of you, but if you've got those little kids, those grandkids, you're looking for ways for that time freedom. We were too. We love adventure and travel, and that's one of the things this industry has brought us. I know Todd Hartog was up there and he probably was talking about the founders, but Steve Merritt's here. You know, as you build this business and you become part of a family together, this is our mission statement, that we are a family. What you find is that you're able to travel throughout the years, that your kids go on trips together. They get to know each other. They can't wait to be with the kids in this family and be on that next trip. David Abdo, I see in the front row there. I've known he and his wife for eight years. We've been going to events together for 8 years. He gave me a big hug when I met him out front today. And like, these are the relationships that you build each other, you support each other through the hard times, through the good times. You celebrate each other. Kevin Jiguer's back there. You're gonna be able to hear from him in a few minutes. Now, an amazing double diamond who has been through a lot in his life and has truly made Jeunesse his family. You're going to hear a little bit about his story. When we talk about family, we pick you guys up from the airport. Who had a ride from the airport last night? We have amazing employees. One of our employees, Mike, is the shuttle driver. I don't know if they talked about that today. The shuttle caught on fire last night. And once I knew everyone was okay, of course, I had to bring humor into it. I'm like, man, this company's on fire. But Mike, our driver, thank God, none of you, it's a blessing. None of our distributors were hurt, and our guests that we brought today. So that's a true blessing. And thank God that our driver was I gave him a big hug today. But these are the kinds of people we have working here too. They become family. And he works mornings, he works nights. He's here because of the love for all of you. And the whole team here, as you guys go out today, please tell people thank you. They work early and late, and they are so excited for these Discover Jeunesses, because just like all of us, we get to welcome new family members into the Jeunesse family. So as you're discovering today, we want you to know that we have a great family. If any of you are, before you get married, kind of look at that family you're becoming a part of. And their foibles, their dysfunctions, but they're amazing things. We have a great family. I'm sorry you didn't get to meet our founders and Scott. You got to hear a little bit about them through their video, but you'll get to meet them. And they are such a blessing to us. And being part of looking and feeling young and creating an impact on the world. This is what motivates me and fires me up every single day. I'm so attracted to this mission statement. And I got to be part of the team, actually, who helped create this mission statement. I sat in a room where we rolled up our sleeves with the founders, with some of the senior execs, talking to leaders, finding out what motivated them. But to hear the founders sit around and choose these words intentionally, put the word family into the mission statement, put the word unleash potential, really caring that we helped every single one of you take your lives to the fullest, find your dreams, and find ways to really unleash that. Gave me goosebumps, and is still the reason why I'm here today. So just a few things I want to share with you on, again, what I feel like I have discovered. Being part of two of the major trends in today's world, and that this company capitalizes those, is innovative, is cutting edge, is part of the reason why I'm attracted to it. So I prefer not to say anti-aging, I prefer to say rejuvenation. But the rejuvenation market is growing rapidly. People want to look and feel young. Like, it's not hard to go out. Any conversation you have, probably on a daily basis, people are talking about how they can't sleep, their joints hurt, they're having memory issues, they're wrinkles. Like, we all want to look and feel young. It's such an easy conversation. And by the way, when you get connected to this Jeunesse culture, what happens is you start to transform. It's one of my funnest things is to see distributors before pictures and after pictures when they've been in this business for a year. I can't tell you how much younger they look and feel once they start using our products. And so it really does work. Being a part of this industry is amazing. Second huge trend that's going on out there, the e-commerce market. 10 years ago, I actually got in a car and went to brick and mortar buildings and shopped. I don't do that anymore. Oh my gosh, I'm sitting there just like you guys, and I'm like, oh my gosh, man, I'm out of milk, or I'm out of raspberries, or I need more toilet paper, or apparently I need a plunger for my toilet, something, right? No more frogs. How do we get rid of frogs in toilets? And I just sit there, I go to Amazon, I go to my favorite store, and boom, it's done. I don't have to worry about it. This e-commerce market is going to hit $562 billion in the U.S. alone. Remember, we're a global company in 150 countries. We are completely maximizing this trend with our technology, being in 150 countries, having a global comp plan, global products. We are making it easy for you to have a global business sitting there from the privacy of your own home. It's a ton of fun. Being a part of current emerging and aggressive trends is what makes Jeunesse such a great company. Of course, social commerce. The fact that we have all these different ways, Facebook, WeChat, Instagram, Pinterest, all these Twitter, all these different ways that you can connect with your people and quickly share messages. We aren't able to go into our tool J Mobile today, but if you saw the power of the technology we give our distributors, the fact we have videos on every single product, and you at a fingertip can text that to a friend and say, hey guys, oh my gosh, you're not going to believe this serum I'm trying. Take a look at this and see what you think. You can do that in 30 seconds. You can pique interest with your friends through our products, through our science, through the opportunity, through our lifestyle trips. We're taking 1,800 people to Rome in 2 weeks. 1,800 people from our market alone. In Jeunesse Global, and did someone share this? I apologize, I've been in and out just a little bit today. We're taking, I believe, at least 10,000 people on trips around the world in the next 2 months. 10,000 of our distributors have earned a lifestyle reward trip. Are there some people in the room today who will be joining us in Rome? Can you guys stand up? Look at them. We are paying for them to join us for Rome. Congratulations. We leave in a week and we cannot wait. We have 2 trips a year in this North America market. So if you think that doesn't drive excitement, that drives amazing excitement. Our next trip is to Orlando in the fall to our expo trip. This is our 10-year anniversary for Jeunesse, so it's going to be an amazing event, tons of excitement, tons of energy. We're going to be launching a new product there. You will want to be there, and by the way, my favorite Steve Merritt quote, you will want to go for free, right, Steve? Yeah. That's exactly right. I think Steve's been on how many trips in your life, Steve?
55 so far.
55 free trips in his career, and I can tell you, it's all over the world. It's amazingly, amazingly exciting, and to be a part of that, that's something you want to share with your friends. Everyone we know wants to travel, and if you can travel for free and come and do it with your friends and share these great products, it really does become a fun business. Okay, so just a little bit about the space in North America. If you look at some of our competitors, if you look at the number 1 through 10 companies, and you look at how long it took them to hit $1 billion, it took them anywhere between 30 and 50, 60 years to hit their first $1 billion. These are, again, we're in the top 15 companies in the industry, and by the way, next week we go and we find out where we will be this year, so where we will be in the industry as far as top 15, top 20, top 10 companies. Our goal is to be number one. By the way, look how long it took these companies, our peers, to hit it. Now, it took Jeunesse 6 years. 6 years to hit $1 billion. We are in the partnership with Apple, Facebook, Amazon, eBay. I worked for eBay as one of their senior leadership team. I can tell you, to be a part of these amazing, amazing companies where we are out there and competitive in our space is so much fun. It gives you a story to tell. We know that stories are what sell, and when you have a compelling story that makes you passionate and drives your why, then it makes it so much easier and fun to be a part of it. So, a little bit about where we are in North America. Again, look at the space in the U.S. market. The U.S., if you know anything, and some of you might be new to this industry, and some of you might have been in this industry for a while. The U.S. market is a $1 billion market. The companies who do really, really well in this space do $500 to $1 billion. That's the potential. Now, where are we, Jeunesse? Remember, we started in Asia first, so we came back around. So we are at 130 million in the U.S. We're a little baby company. 130 million is a baby company. And what I always like to say is we have Uncle Jeunesse on our shoulder. We all want a rich uncle, don't we? Or a rich aunt. Like, gosh, if we've got that rich aunt, we can make the phone call and say, hey, will you help invest in this opportunity with me? The fact that I can go to Scott and Wendy and say, oh my gosh, we have this amazing promotion that we want to do. We have this phenomenal product that we want to launch. And we have the funds and the resources to invest in this market and help take it where we need to go. This opportunity will not be here forever. We have the next 2 years, because by the way, if you don't seize it now, we are going. We're going to hit 500 million. Our first goal is 200 million, by the way. It's our first commitment to Scott Lewis. Our second goal is 500 million. Our third goal is $1 billion. And Brett Webb, our GM. Brett, what's your goal for this market?
Number one.
All right. Yeah. Brett wants to be the number one market for Jeunesse, and I'm like, you go, Brett. Let's bring the leaders. Let's bring the teams. Let's make it an amazing, fun experience, and we're going to make that happen. So here's us. It shows the North America, we're the blue. So we have a long ways to go to hit number one, don't we, Brett? He's probably planning right now with Kevin Jagir to take over the world. I'm happy to see it back there. Here's this last year at LEAD. Canada is the number 6 market. Martine Girado, where are you? Are you back there too? Martine, congratulations in Canada. Martine, thank you. Martine is responsible for putting on this whole event. So thank you to you for the good work that you do there, Martine. And number 2, the number 2 market is the U.S. Great job, Brett. We're excited to become number 1, and that's our goal. This is the kind of energy that you can become a part of. And what we're missing is you. Every single one of you has something to add to our story. Every single one of you is going to make a difference. What we want is for you to find your why, find your passion, keep that open mindset. You may not have thought you were going to find it in network marketing or in an office in Florida, but guess what? If you're open to what's in front of us, if we say, if not me, who? If not now, when? Keep an open mind. You're going to hear from a couple more leaders today. Become a part of the Jeunesse family. We welcome you. We're excited to get to know you and have you become part of the story. Thanks for being here today. God bless you all.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Double Diamond Director Kevin Jagir to the stage.
How y'all doing? All right. You guys awake? You know about Steve there, but come on. Steve always gets all the crowd. They get crazy. Man. How y'all doing? All right, so listen, I have 0 time, so it says 0, 0. So if you can get me a little bit. I'm going to tell you my quick story. First, I want to say if I put that slide up like Katie did, income's unlimited, I would get terminated. But I can tell you that you want to be like a diamond in this company because it's exciting, believe me. That residual income every single month and mailbox money is pretty fun. Now, how do we get there? You know, my background, I'll give you real quick. My background, I worked for Public Suburbs 22 years. I was the youngest district manager and the only one to get fired. Okay, so I'll tell you that story later. Basically, I worked my way up. I thought I was going to be there the rest of my life.
got terminated. I'm walking down the street with a banana box and I-4 going, what in the world do I do? I had 2 kids, child support, everything. I said my whole life was going down. Then I went to work at Winn-Dixie, and I really thought I was going, my life was going to be whatever. So basically got hired as store manager. This gentleman came in, showed me a couple checks. We never do that anymore. Okay? All we do is sell customers, customers, and customers. Not like Katie's talking about income back there, but I'm telling you, showed me this industry 13 years ago. Best thing that's ever happened to me. Okay? This guy showed me a couple things. I said, I made that last year. He slams his book and said, that was for the month, not the year, and walks out of my office. And I said, if that jerk is doing this well, sign me up. Okay? Next thing you know, 8 weeks later, I quit my job again. I didn't get fired this time. I got divorced because my wife thought I was having a midlife crisis, and I was 40 years old, and she was like, what in the world are you doing? You just got fired from Publix. Now you're quitting your job at Winn-Dixie to do what? Now we're marketing? You are crazy. But I can tell you, her mistake is the best thing that's ever happened to me and my family. And we have freedom. We go out there and share an opportunity to go out there and get customers in the best company I've ever seen in my entire life, Jeunesse Global. And I can promise you, this company, like Katie was saying, over $1 billion for 4 or 5 years. What's going to happen in the next 2 years? What's going to happen in North America in the next 3 years? What's going to happen in the next 4 years? I'm telling you right now, stop letting people steal your dreams and talking you out of the best thing that's ever happened to you. And I don't care if it takes 6 months, I don't care if it takes 12 months, I don't care if it takes 5 years to be a diamond. Would it be worth it? I think so. You know, when I joined Jeunesse, I went to a meeting in Las Vegas, and I'll tell you this story. There were about 46 people there. Everybody was talking Chinese, and if you know anybody that's from China or Chinese that speaks Chinese, please sign them up immediately. I guess I'm not talking very long. Martine, you're looking really nice today. Thank you, Martine. I can tell you, we went to a meeting in Las Vegas, had 46 people in the front row, and Stephanie Nichols was talking next. Every one of my team walked out. And we had a choice. Stephanie and myself had a choice right then. Do we stay or do we leave? And then we choose to stay. I was crying, of course, but we stayed, and it's absolutely the best thing that happened to me. What we did is we invited everybody to an event like this. And we had an event in November of 2015, and I kept calling. We ended up having 300 people from our sales team there. I wasn't even a Sapphire. I walked across stage as Sapphire Elite. 2 weeks later, I hit Ruby. 2 weeks after that, I hit Emerald. 2 weeks after that, I hit Diamond. And a month after that, I hit Double Diamond. That's how quick it happened. Just by going to work and sticking to it and saying, you know what, Stephanie, we're going to go and we're going to build this. And that was 5 years ago. And I can tell you, Stephanie, myself, Steve, everybody, it's here to stay. We're going, just go to work and stop letting people that work. People say, you know, you didn't do one of them things. Okay, don't do it. Keep doing what you're doing. It's like it's working. You know, I kind of offend some people sometimes. If you don't put people in front of me that's going to cut down the industry or cut down getting customers, because it doesn't work. Like, okay, it looks like you're doing great. You're 50 years old. You live with your parents in the garage. That's exciting. Like some of my best friends that say, Kevin, can I borrow? This happened to me last week. Hey, I need to borrow $5,000. Oh, I gave you an opportunity to sign up in Jeunesse. He told me it was one of the things you would never do it. You know, I'm just telling you, I'm not giving out any money anymore. You know, Cedric would say other things, but I'm telling you, we're not going to continue to do what you're doing. All I'm saying is have a plan B. If we can show you a way to make some extra money, get some extra customers on the side, what could happen? 12 months, 2 years. Give it a whole year. If it doesn't work in a whole year, you don't get a customer, you don't recruit anybody, then maybe you didn't work the business. Maybe you shouldn't do it, okay? Go after people that have a big influence of other people. Go after wealthy people. Go after people. Make a list of 8 players. Who makes $100,000 to $500,000 a year? Who owns their own business? Who has the best Halloween party? Who has the best Christmas party? Who entertains the most? Make that list. Who can you call when you broke down? Who can you call if you're in trouble? Go put those people in the business as customers, right? Make a B list. People that make, $50,000 to $100,000 a year, they might do it, they might not. Make that list. And make a C list of people like my sister that will never do it, that lives for free, that I've been paying $2,000 a month for her entire life, and she doesn't want to do this industry, thinks I'm nuts. Okay, but if she signs up another company, I'm throwing her out of my house, I'm cutting her off, right? Okay, it's that simple. But what I'm saying, you can't help it. People are not that bright sometimes. She goes, Kevin, you're in this magazine. You know, my brother's in this magazine. You know, page 30, 31, 32. Yeah, how come you're not doing it? No, that's one of the things that's too much work. So that's a seed list, okay? But you never know who they're gonna lead you to. It's never who you personally recruit or who you personally get into business with a customer. It's who they lead you to. And I'm very good at building relationships with people in the sales team. Another thing you have to do is pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. We're network marketing. Pick up the phone. You know how many times people call me at midnight, 12:30, asking me there's a frog in the toilet, what do I do? Flush the toilet? I don't know. Well, I'm just saying, pick up the phone. Okay? Call people back. Text people back. Do a grand opening. Put somebody in the business, do a grand opening right away. 2 weeks later, whoever signed up, a week later, do a grand opening for them. Go put their first 2 people in as customers right away. Get somebody excited. Get somebody a check back in the first week. Get them a taste of it. It's real. People don't believe it. And don't try to sell them because you can't. Like my best friends, I call Steve, I call Stephanie, I call Jason, I'll call whoever because they don't want to listen to me. Oh, Kevin, you're successful. You have a nice house. You have this. I'm not going to listen to you. Okay? I have other people on my team that want to see, let's see how you do. Okay, well, call me 3 years from now, see how you're doing. Oh, you still have that job? I'm doing pretty good. Have a few more cars. Change my zip code. Some people get that later. Okay? Zip code, you know where you live. Come to Inverness, you can see one of my houses. I'm just kidding. God, I forgot about that. I want to talk about that. But all I can say is, it's here for you. But go for it. Work. Go in there and make a list. If you're off a couple days, whatever days off, you're going to work it like you're working your full-time career. That's what I did. I wasn't really special. I just continued. When I was working in the supermarket, 60 hours a week, I started working network marketing 60 hours a week. I didn't go down to 20. I didn't get on Facebook and think about what I was going to do. Steve Merritt's in a different city every single night of the week, doing meetings. He's in a different country, going to events, doing different promotions for the team. Go out there and concentrate on doing grand openings, bringing people to discover Jeunesse, getting your folks in front of them. How many people do you want to have in November or September when the conference is here? How many do you want to have in your team? Could it be 5? Could it be 500? I can tell you right now what I would do from here until the rest of the year is bring as many people as I can to discover Jeunesse and focus on the convention in September. And you just don't want to go there alone. You want to bring as many people as you can. I am nobody special. I barely graduated high school. As you can tell when I'm talking. I'm not like Jason Bournet. I can promise you this. I work hard and I treat people right. I answer the phone and I go help them become successful and help them get customers. And you just never knew who they lead you to, okay? Just remember that. Just like Steve Merritt was talking earlier. Could you imagine if Steve Merritt came in your organization on the left and you have Calvin Pacero on the right, okay? Could you imagine? Okay, then you can go to the beach. That really happens, but it might, okay? It happened to their sponsor. I haven't seen him in 5 years, and he makes a lot of money. Okay? Steve should send him a bill every week. I promise you I would. So all I can tell you is this. Go for it. Don't let people steal your dreams. Stop letting people talk you out of the best thing that happened to you. It's Jeunesse Global. Invite. Let the other people do the heavy lifting. Let Stephanie Nichols and other leaders do the work for you. Get them on the phone, get them on a 3-way call, do a grand opening, and show them a way to have freedom, and show them a way to go out there and travel the world with your family. That's what's exciting to me. So we'll see everybody at the top, the very top, the tip top. Thank you so much.
And now, please welcome to the stage Diamond Director Stephanie Nichols.
Going home with me. Y'all win. Look at you with the tie decked out. I love that. All right. How we doing? Good. Have we had a good day so far? Yeah. All right. We changed all your flights, and you're staying with us for another day. Just kidding. Unless you're going to Dallas, I think we're stuck here because baseball size hail. So it looks like we're going to be here for a while. Howard, you got that motorhome ready for us, honey? We need a place to sleep tonight. All right. Well, fantastic. How many new people we have in the room? Brand new, first time. Awesome. Well, my hat's off to you guys for taking the time to be with us today. So thank you guys for being here. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have a company. So thank you guys so much for being here. Are you filming this? Hi. Okay. All right. So call to action. How many people like what they see today? Yeah. All right. Well, this is your chance to make a choice, to make a change, to make a difference. And it starts today with making a decision. So this is our call to action. Lock the doors. Nobody's leaving. So I'm sure you like what you see. I'm going to say something about Kevin Jr. Kevin's done more for North American sales than anybody. And he doesn't give himself enough credit. And I wouldn't be where I am without him. And so one person away from changing your zip code, that's my one person for changing my zip code in that car. And he's got a heart of gold, so if you need to borrow money, that's your man. Okay? He's got lots of money, he's willing to give it to you. He's a great guy. He's a great guy, but he's the only person I know that turns down free trips to Bora Bora because he'd rather stay home and work. So I'll give it up for Kevin one more time. He's a great guy, great athlete. So enroll. So we've got paper apps, we've got computers. We have computers outside. We've got computers outside. We've got people that'll go ahead and get you signed up with whoever brought you here today, get you taken care of so you get that out of the way. Because we've got some free stuff for you. So you want to choose your package. That's the first thing you do. It's free to sign up, and it's like $29.95. That gets your kit, your back office, all that good stuff. And then you want to choose your package. And we've got a Supreme pack. There's different ones, but this is, as an example here, we've got an Ambassador package. And this is a Supreme pack on the left up there. You see that nice display? Huh? Give it up for this display person. Vanna, I need you over here. Okay. Katie Whitworth, everybody. So that's the Ambassador pack that Katie's looking at right here. So you get kind of a variety of one of everything. It's $1,000. And you get some good stuff. Now, you can take this home with you today. You get a free serum and everybody blue Reserve. You want what? That's the #1 product in the world. Reserve. Now, people over in Asia, they bathe in this stuff. I'm not kidding. I'm serious. They put it all over their bodies. I don't know what it does, but they look good. So it's a fantastic product. I suggest you drink it, but if you want to bathe in it, that's good too. We'll get you a vat of it, and then you can lather on some serum. But we got the Ambassador pack, so if you get the Supreme pack, you're going to get a serum, and we have those. So you can take that home with you today, and you can take it on the plane. And then you've got the serum and Revita Blue that you can also take on the plane with you. We've got that. Now, we've got a couple of Ambassador packs. Don't rush the stage, people. Don't rush me. But we've got 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them here. So you can actually, if you came in, how many people drove in? Nobody drove here? Steve Merrick drove here. Okay. You drove here? You drove here? Okay. Well, y'all are already in. Put your hands down. So, you drove here too? You're already in. You drove? Okay. So y'all can take some home with you today. We've got a couple here. Or if you want to pick up an extra one, we've got something for you here. Now, and then you want to choose your smart delivery. So sign up, choose your package, and choose your smart delivery. Why? You set it, you forget it. That way you'll never have to worry about your points going away. As long as you, with this company, your points never go away. As long as you're on auto ship, as long as you remain active. So that's great, great, great. What is that?
J Mobile.
Oh, that's J Mobile. That's fantastic. What's that white thing in the middle? Oh, plug. There you go. You can make money too here. Okay? I tried to do a Facebook Live. I was talking to myself last night. What is this? But anyways, plug in J Social. Okay, so you want to download this app on your phone. It's free to download, and it's really, really cool because how many people can send a text message? Raise your hand. Y'all can send a text message over there? Darlene, y'all can send text messages. Okay, if you can send a text message, you can do this business. That's how easy it is. So you can send a text message, you're a winner. You can do this. I think we have a video. Do we have a video? No? No, we're good. Okay, we don't have a video. Okay, next. What does that say? I like my glasses on. I can't even see y'all. Y'all are one big blur. You look fantastic, by the way. Next expos. We do 5 expos because we're so big that we can't do just one. So we do 5 on like 5 different planets. And so you can attend one. Guess what? One is here in Orlando. So Steve Merritt is going to take everybody to Disneyland. Disney World. Is it Disney World? Disney World. Steve Merritt is a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun on a boat, and he's a lot of fun at Bora Bora. I'm looking forward to it, brother. We're going to have a good time. So we're going to have them here. What is it? September 6th and 8th, okay? So you go ahead and get the early bird special, get your tickets. Hopefully we'll sell this thing out. So if we build this big, it's going to be awesome. There's that plug-in at the beginning. They're trying to trick me up. All right. Now, Discover. This is what you're at. This is a Discover event. Now, Randy just texted me and told y'all all, he told me to tell y'all all hello. So, hello. Hello. From Randy, and he loves you. And he appreciates you. And they just had their newest grandbaby. He sent me a picture of her, and she is precious. And she's darling. I'll show y'all the picture later. Just find it. But anyway, she's a cute baby. So they're in hog heaven over there. I know Wendy is. And so, but they'll be here next month. And so, we have one that's in Spanish. I'll be leading that one. I'm doing good to speak English, so my Spanish sucks, so that would not be good. But anyway, I said last night on a call, people don't buy the hype, they buy your heart. So, your heart and your passion goes through all languages. So it really doesn't matter. So if you're speaking from your heart, you've got passion, you can talk to anybody, as they can understand you. Right, Lisa Grigg?
Yes.
That's right. So, May 22nd. So, how many people would like to do this all over again with Randy, Wendy, and Scott live and in person here? I'll be back. I'm going to bring my sweet thing with me. He does a good comp plan, Steve Green. And so, if you everybody went home and got 5 people right back with you in May, what would your business look like? You new people. Where's my new people? Listen, you go get 5 people, bring them back, what's your business going to look like? 10. Katie Holt Larson's going to fly them in personally for you. So, bring 10 people with you. What would your business look like? Because then what happens is they go get 10, and they go get 10, and we all bring them to the expo, and then your business explodes like Kevin's did. Okay? So you want to build for events to events. And so, get with your upline leader on the deadline for the flying applications on this. And we've got... We usually sell these out, and because we're so close to Rome right now, a lot of people, I guess, are home packing because all the people that want it, so they're home packing and coming back. So we're gonna have a little bit of lunch. Anybody hungry? Yeah. Okay, fantastic. We got a chip and a pickle for you. So just get one chip, okay? And a pickle. Is that cool? That sound good? They treat you right around here. So they're good people. So and I think we've got, is Martine coming back up here? Martine? Martine, come on up. I want to thank you guys for your time, your attention, and we love you guys so much. And thank you guys for being here and taking your valuable time to be with us. We couldn't do it without you. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Happy welcome, Martine.
Thank you. And why don't you stay with me and make some best friends?
Okay. Who likes spring?
Yeah. Okay. We have a couple of products to draw, so some of you will be